The pros and cons. So we'll go through that real quick so you can get a quick rundown of everything that's good / bad about the Cybertruck, just in case you need like a quick decision. You got your finger on the buy button right now and you just need to know, Neon, should I buy this thing or not? Pros. The interior is actually pretty nice. I like the little ambient lighting that goes around the whole front of the cabin. Actually, I think it's in the back too. There's a little strip. The steering wheel has the turn signals on the wheel, which takes a little while to get used to, but once you are used to it, I think it's actually pretty nice. All of the materials on the inside seem pretty nice. Like the material on the roof liner is like a nice suede kind of thing. It's pretty spacious on the inside. It has ventilated seats. My butt's so cold. I changed my mind. This is a con. Okay, cons. There are several things in the car that are too small and shaped oddly. The steering wheel is like tiny. And then the rear view mirror is also tiny. And to make matters worse, while the tonneau cover is closed, which is the little cover on the back of the truck bed, the rear view mirror is completely black because there's a thing in the way. Another con, this thing is sharp. If I ran into somebody, I would slice them in half with this car. I also feel like it being made out of stainless steel might be bad for its crash test rating in general, but also the fact that it's so sharp means that opening and closing doors is kind of uncomfortable. Because this car doesn't have any door handles, the way you open it is you have to push a button, then the door pops open a little bit, and you have to kind of reach your hand into the space where the car door has opened and pull it open. But since this car is made out of like weirdly cut stainless steel, it's kind of sharp in there when you open it. It's an unpleasant feeling on the hand, and you never really feel like you're grabbing it in the right place. This truck is wrapped in a matte black color, and one of the reasons the owner said he wrapped it is because you basically just grab this thing all over to open it, and there were fingerprints everywhere. Also, changing gears is a pain in the butt. It's actually a little thing that you slide on the screen. If you want to go forward, you slide the little truck forward. If you want to go backwards, you slide it backwards, which is not a huge deal if you're just driving from one place to another, because how often do you really change gears in the car anyway? But the second you have to do any kind of 3-point turn where you have to change gears more than once, it is such a pain. Bug just landed on my eyeball. One thing that's sort of a pro and a con is the rivet in the accelerator pedal. You see, when Tesla first started shipping the Cybertruck, owners began to realize pretty quickly that after a short time of use, the plate on the pedal could come loose while you're pushing it down all the way, then slide up and get wedged into the car, effectively trapping the accelerator pedal to the floor. Luckily, since this car is electric, the brake pedal can fully override the accelerator pedal, so if you get into this situation, just stay calm, hold down on the brake, and hopefully by the time you realize that, you haven't plowed through like a school field trip or something. Anyway, since this started happening, Tesla has recalled all the Cybertrucks to put rivets in the accelerator pedal. So the rivet is a pro in the sense that now your car will not decide to keep accelerating forever until the end of time, but it is also a con because if it needed this rivet in the first place and Tesla didn't catch this very simple issue before releasing them, what else might they have missed? Ooh, I know actually. Maybe the fact that the frunk chops fingers off. This is the frunk, or front trunk of the Cybertruck, and because it is super sharp and can close automatically, it is apparently basically a guillotine. When people with access to Cybertrucks started realizing this, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube were all flooded with videos of people testing it out with various fruits and vegetables, and it did not look good for the Cybertruck. Tesla took note of this and actually issued a safety update to the car's software fixing the issue. Kind of. The update led to yet another wave of videos, this time owners more confidently testing the frunk with their own hands. But what a lot of them didn't realize, however, is that the way Tesla fixed this issue is by making it so the first time you try closing the frunk, it closes very lightly, and if it notices any resistance at all, it comes back up, just how you'd want. But if you keep trying to close it after that, Tesla assumes, hey, maybe you've stuffed the frunk with a big bag, and you don't care if it closes a little bit harder, you just want the dang frunk closed. Surely someone isn't just standing there slamming the frunk on their hand over and over trying to prove their allegiance to Elon Musk. So when this Tesla nut Jeremy Judkins went to test out the new update, a little scared from how dangerous he'd heard it was before, he started out with his big sturdy forearm. Then he worked his way down to his hand, and finally his lone little index finger. Unbeknownst to him, the frunk was getting stronger and stronger every time until...
Everybody's been waiting for this, the finger. Without further ado, I feared for my finger for a second, not gonna lie. That's kind of bad.
Yeah, so I wasn't gonna test this out on my own hand, but I did try it with my shoe. Okay. I don't think that was enough pressure to slice my fingers off. I'm not gonna test that, but it definitely saw there was something there, recognized it, it thought about it for maybe a second and was like, do I wanna kill this guy? And then it said, all right, what the heck, we'll let you go. So that's nice. All right, driving test. It's time to take this thing out on the open road and kill somebody. One interesting thing right now is it says press to drive and it's showing a picture of the accelerator pedal. So I like that it kind of assumes that as a Cybertruck owner, you have no idea how to drive. The experience of driving a Cybertruck is a little different due to its unique steer-by-wire mechanism, which means the steering wheel is actually not physically controlling the wheels. It's doing it electronically, which means that it can do things like turn more sharply when you're in a parking lot and less sharply when you're at highway speeds. It's a cool idea in concept, I think, but it definitely took some getting used to, and also, I don't know, like, was this really a problem before? I kind of liked that every time I turned my steering wheel, it turned the car the same amount. First time I took a turn in this thing, actually every subsequent turn I took after that too, I was like, whoa, this thing is a bucking Bronco, man. This thing's trying to buck me right out of it. This is a wily gal. I've been saying it all day, even alone in the car on the way from the guy's house who owns this thing. I was just saying, yeehaw! This thing is a wild girl. Yeah, I definitely don't like how tiny the steering wheel is and how flat it is on the top. It just feels like wiggling it a little bit sends the car so far in one direction. You really gotta be 10 and 2 if that analogy even applies to a rectangle or a trapezoid. I don't know what this is. I think it's like a hexagon. As a passenger, how is this for you, Jake? Is it?
I would say I get motion sick in cars. I normally don't get motion sick in the front seat. Please. In this one, I am feeling a little motion sick.
No!
Sorry. It's a bucking Bronco, you know, what can I say?
She's a wild gal. Imagine setting your phone here, and you know, sometimes you slam on your brakes and the things in your car go sliding forward. Imagine if something went sliding forward all the way to the front of this dashboard. There's no way that you could ever get that back while you're driving. So if your phone was up there or anything important, you just gotta wait until the end of your drive to get it back. Either that or you have to floor it so fast that it comes flying back and then you just sort of catch it like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Kind of feels like I'm in the weirdest Uber ever right now.
For Jake? Where you going, man? The future? Strap in, buddy. It's gonna be a wild ride. And I don't know how to drive. We got a little cyber hungry while driving around, and I figured that taking our wild gal through a drive-thru would be a perfect way to get an outside perspective on the truck. Take me to a drive-thru. Command not understood. I'm hungry. Command is not available yet. You're not allowed to be hungry yet in the Cybertruck. Hello, can I get one Butterburger cheeseburger?
Anything else?
That's it.
It's 906.
There you go. Thank you.
I like the Cybertruck, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm just renting it, actually, just for the day, yeah. I was thinking about getting one, so I just wanted to see if I liked it or not.
Oh, testing it out, right?
Yeah. Do you really like it?
They look nice, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Some people like it and some people hate it. I don't know if I really like it or not.
Futuristic.
Yeah.
Nobody has that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
He looked kind of like he was gonna laugh at me when I first pulled up. He was nice about it though. He said he liked it. Do you think he really liked it? I may never know whether that guy really liked the Cybertruck or if he was just being polite, or worse yet, sarcastic. But while we were sitting in an empty church parking lot enjoying our meal, we were confronted again, but this time in a much stranger way. As we were sitting there minding our own business, a woman pulled up beside us and just stared into the car for a good like 30 seconds. This is very confusing.
She's just looking.
The windows of the truck are kind of tinted, so I didn't know if she could see us, but I was worried that she was like security for the church or something, and we weren't supposed to be there. So I rolled down the window to ask if everything was okay. And finally, she spoke. Hello. How's it going?
Can I take pictures?
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, they're so cute.
Thank you.
Can you show me?
Yeah, I can show you.
So much.
Yeah, of course. I'm filming a YouTube video right now. That's why I'm dressed up all weird. So I showed her around the car for a little bit and she took a ton of pictures. Also, I had taken off my wig, so I looked even more insane, but she never questioned it. Then she told us that her grandchildren would love this. And they live pretty close by, so she asked how long we'd be there for. We said probably 10 minutes, and she said, 30 minutes? And we said, okay. And then we waited for 30 minutes while she went to go get her grandkids.
Yeah, of course. Come on over.
They did indeed love the Cybertruck.
What do you think? You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sick.
Yeah? Cool.
We went all around it. They asked a ton of questions. Their grandmother kept telling them to wave at the camera.
So the back is a truck. It's got a truck bed in the back.
And you could like make a gaming room.
Oh, a gaming room. That's a good idea.
I think this kid must watch a lot of Brent Rivera or something, because when he saw the back of the truck, he was like, oh my god, it's so big! You could fit a secret gaming room back here! And then when he saw the frunk, he was like, oh, this is too small. You could not fit a secret gaming room up here. It's like he only thought in terms of secret gaming rooms. It was insane.
When I'm 16,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna buy a cycle.
Oh, good idea. I like it. That'll be a good first car, huh? Smile. 1, 2, 3.
And with that, my time with the Cybertruck had come to an end. It was time to bring it back to the person I rented it from. And wait, what is that? What's going on with those podcast recommendations? And you know what? The music recommendations too. Who owns this car? All right, that's it. I'm pissing on this thing. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join. What's up, Greg? Lately, I've been seeing a lot of discourse around alpha male podcasts on YouTube. I've seen a lot of really good commentary videos talking about these insanely misogynistic podcasts where the hosts, under the ruse of giving dating advice for men, will basically just insult women for an hour straight. Guys, here at the Fit Wolf podcast, we know that the dating game is tough these days, you know? Men don't know what women want and are finding it harder and harder to find a good girl to settle down with. So tip number 1 to finding a good girl is invent a time machine. Invent a time machine and go back to the 1750s, because that's the only way you're gonna find a decent woman. Because every woman nowadays is a thought. That's right. Every single Michelle out there that I used to date a month ago is a thought. They get mad at the dumbest things, like saying that women have no inherent value and their only purpose on this earth is to bear my children. And they forget to turn off location sharing even though they broke up with me a month ago. Michelle, I know you're over at my friend Brandon's house right now.
I'm outside.
But I think I might have found something that takes things one step further. I saw this video on Reddit the other day that's a trailer for something called The War Room. And instead of being a podcast for these like alpha male, misogynist, entrepreneur type guys, this is a club for those same types of guys.
After I joined the War Room, that was the year I made $100,000.
On the surface, this kind of just seems like a trailer for a club where you get to hang out with a bunch of bald guys and smoke cigars and talk about business and making money.
1 year ago, I did not even have a business. I didn't make money. Now I make 5 figures every month.
I didn't have a business. I didn't make money. I didn't even want to start a business before I was forced to join the War Room at gunpoint a year ago. But now, I have a business where I'm selling fitness products to all of my friends. And if I get them to sign up too, and their friends to sign up too, and their friends to sign up too, I could be making minimum wage. But if you watch a little bit longer and you look a little bit closer, there's more here than meets the eye. For example, quotes like these.
Making money is easy. You just take it from somebody.
Doesn't sound like making money. That just sounds like stealing.
In the War Room, you learn how to be James Bond, where you can just pick up any weapon and use it.
I'm sorry, I think I'm struggling to see the connection between business and knowing how to use any weapon. Is the War Room an actual militia? I was just assuming the war in War Room was just for branding because men like violence, but now I'm kind of scared. It keeps cutting back and forth to like shots of them shooting guns. I'm a little worried about making this video, honestly. Usually when I make commentary videos, the biggest thing I have to worry about is getting a copyright strike, but now I'm worried about getting a drone strike. A lot of times, like, the alpha male types will use metaphors like talking about how we're like wolves, or like how love is like a war. So I assume this is like a metaphor, like business is like war and dating is like war. But the War Room is like war is like war. Get your gun, dude. We attack at dawn.
A lot of people had a bad time in college. I was not one of them. And I credit a lot of that.
Did that guy just shoot fire out of his hands? What does that have to do with any of the skills you learn in this club? I didn't know anything about business before I joined the War Room, but I've been a member for 5 months and now I'm a wizard. How does being a wizard help you with business in any way? Does being magic help you organize your finances in some way? Who said anything about business? You did. That's what this club is about, isn't it? That's it. This interview's over. Okay, I'll stop. Give me money now. Definitely makes me want to join. You got dudes shooting guns, swimming, doing group exercises on a hilltop, watching other people gamble, smoking cigars. It kind of just seems like one super long bachelor party for men whose wives have already left them. And then at the end of the video, it gives you the URL to sign up. It says 54 countries, 1,000 members, and resist slavery. That's the last thing it says in the whole video. It says resist slavery, and then the video ends. And it's like, yeah, I will. I am. So I keep saying this club is about business because that's kind of what the trailer was implying. It's about like networking with all of these rich, influential people, making money, stealing it from people, using your magical powers to steal money from innocent civilians. But if you go to their website, there's not really any reference to business, which is confusing. And the description on their website says this: the War Room is a global network in which exemplars of individualism work to free the modern man from socially induced incarceration. Okay, but like, what do you guys do? Like, if I join, what do I get to do? I get you're gonna free me from socially induced incarceration, but what does freedom look like to you guys? Is it like, am I quitting my job to go to a cigar pool party? This package costs 4,000 pounds, and they have packages on their website that go up to 7,997 pounds. Do any of these guys not see the irony and being like, individualism rules, dude. Society is like jail. If you conform to society, that's like being in prison, basically. You're basically a slave at that point, while also being like, yeah, I paid $7,000 to join a club where everyone looks and dresses like me. I didn't want to be a stereotype, okay? So I joined a man club to smoke cigars and shoot guns. And that's sort of what makes me an individualist. It just feels like they're kind of playing the like, I'm not like other guys card. And I guess in some sense they're not like other guys because most guys can't bend the elements to their will like that one guy. But other than that, I mean, it's just like all the pictures are just guys hanging out in dimly lit clubs, doing military style drills. I don't know what's going on here. In case you're not sold yet and you haven't been convinced to join, let me read you a little bit more because the War Room's website uses like every cliche pickup artist tactic to try to get you to join this club. We got the classic negging. What can you bring to the War Room? Truthfully, very little. Probably nothing at all. You are not ready for the War Room. You will not revolutionize what we built. If you had the capabilities we required, you would already be inside. What? They think I can't bring anything to the War Room? They think I'm some kind of sucker who doesn't have my life in order and can't manage my money. I'll show them. I'm gonna take out a 4th mortgage on my home and I'm gonna join this club. We'll see how stupid they think I am then. They also use like the get it while you still can technique that's in like every as seen on TV commercial. This chance won't last forever. We will not hold this open for everyone. Soon, membership will close. The War Room members and their sons will remain the closed wielders of global influence into eternity. Holy shit, dude. They're closing submission soon? I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go. I'm not doing this for me, okay? I'm doing this for my son. I guess my son gets to be in the club too if I join. I gotta go. Now, I don't have any way to look and see how long it said this on the website, but if I had to guess, I would guess that it's been on there as long as this website has existed. Why would they close submissions? How does that make any sense? Do they want to stop making money? The founder of this club is like, whoa, I'm too rich, all right? That's one thing we teach in the War Room is you can't have too much money. I mean, if this is like a militia, do they have enough soldiers? Is that why they're closing? Soon, 1,000 bald men wearing tightly fitting t-shirts will be storming the beaches. We can't wait around for you forever. So you might be wondering who the head of this club is, right? It must be someone like very rich and influential if he's expecting to get people to join just based on like the connections that you can get from the club, right? Well, this is where things get a lot more creepy. And also not monetizable. This is the part that is the reason this video probably doesn't have ads on it. My name is Andrew Tate. I'm a retired 4-time world champion kickboxer who is now a multimillionaire, and I'm the most competent person on the entire planet to teach you about male-female interactions. How did I become rich? Webcam. Definitely gonna need him to elaborate on that a little bit. That's so vague. Mr. Bezos, please. You're the richest person in the world. Do you have any advice to young up-and-coming entrepreneurs on how to start a business and how to get rich like you? Book. Huh? Book. Need I say more? Yes, please say more. We literally have no idea what you're talking about. So you're probably thinking like, did this guy invent webcams or something? Is he like famous on Twitch or something? Is this Sapnap? I don't know. I've been running a webcam studio for nearly a decade. I've had over 75 girls work for me, and my business model is different than 99% of webcam studio owners. If you had to guess whether it's different because it's more creepy or less creepy than other webcam studios, what would you guess? Go ahead and vote down in the comments below, guys. Do you think this is gonna be creepy or no? Over 50% of
my employees were actually my girlfriend at the time, and of all my girlfriends, none were in the adult entertainment industry before they met me. My job was to get women to fall in love with me. Literally, that was my job. My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, test if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me to where she'd do anything I say. Holy shit, this is insane. And then he gets them to join his webcam empire where he gets them to do, you know, he gets them to get nasty on camera. I'm not a lawyer, but does this not... Does this not feel illegal? At the very least, this seems like insanely creepy. This feels abusive. It feels like he's just confessing to crimes. That's why I want you to join the war room, all right? You're gonna learn about making money, picking up women. You're gonna form a militia to protect me from an international tribunal for my many crimes that break international law. For legal reasons, that was a joke, okay? I don't know if this is legal or not. So I guess what he meant when he just said the word webcam was that he's exploiting a ton of women online for his own personal gain. In hindsight, it seems so obvious. How did I not guess that? Let's watch another promotional video for the War Room. This is on Andrew Tate's YouTube channel, and it's called The Matrix Predicted the Great Reset Explained. Basically, it's a video where this guy compares his life to the Matrix.
We are living inside of the Matrix, and I am Morpheus. I know you're sitting thinking, why did Tate not decide he was Neo? Because Tate has all the Aikido and the masterful, nearly superhuman abilities.
Yeah, I used to be a kickboxer, so I'm basically in the Matrix. Actually, the reason I take the War Room guys to the gun range so much is so they can shoot at me and I can dodge the bullets like Neo. It's like, okay, dude, if anyone here has superpowers in the War Room, we know who it is. And it is not you.
And when I say we're living inside the Matrix, I'm not stating that with irony or as a joke. We are genuinely, actually living inside of the Matrix. The Matrix is real.
Yeah, something tells me that even though he keeps saying literally, and this is not a metaphor, that it is a metaphor. Something tells me he's not literally saying that we're living in a computer simulation that's controlled by, like, aliens or whatever the Matrix is about. I actually haven't seen the Matrix. I think that's what it's about. Something tells me that's not the point that this guy is making, even though he keeps saying literally. In the description of this video, it says, stage 1 fighting against the Matrix is to become rich. Learn how here. I'm sorry, that's the first step? You know it's gonna be an unhelpful article when step 1 is become rich? Like, step 1 is something that takes years, and some people will never do it. Also, again, I haven't seen The Matrix, but I'm fairly certain that was not the first step in breaking out. I don't think Morpheus was like, listen, machines are trapping humans and using them as batteries in their simulation, and the only way we can break out is by setting up a dropshipping business and investing in Ethereum. Ethereum's actually great because you can verify smart contracts. It's actually the best crypto out there. Imagine if this dude is right and we really are living in the Matrix. Like, what does being free look like? Oh my God. I did it. I'm free. I made it out. All right. Hey guys, we got another one. All right. Welcome to the club, buddy. Hell yeah. Congratulations, man. Yep. You finally made it out of the simulation. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Where's everybody else at? What do you mean everybody else? Yeah, the only other person here is my girlfriend who I'm scamming. Or I mean dating. Yeah, but I mean like in the whole world. Like there's gotta be more than just you guys in the real world, right? What the fuck? You don't like us? No, it's not like that. I mean, sorry. I was picturing there being more than just like 3 normal guys in a room when I exited the Matrix. Normal? What the hell, man? Yeah, we're not normal. We shoot guns and make money out here. Yeah, we're big into making cash out here, man. Did they do that in the Matrix? They actually do, yeah. Not the way we do it. Okay, how do you do it? Hey, you're stealing my shit! Okay, I'm just saying, all things considered, you guys don't really seem that different. Honestly, if anything, this seems more like a simulation than the world I was just in. How so? Look at you guys. You're all holding guns. All you do is talk about business. You guys are like NPCs from GTA. You all look like slight variations of the same sim. Are you guys sure this isn't a video game? All right, man, as if I'm gonna take advice from a beta-ass bitch like you anyway. I'm just saying. Okay, that was actually sick. You guys should have led with that. How was that not the first thing you guys wanted to show me? You know what, man? Get out of here. You don't belong here anyway. Yeah! What? Go! Get out of here! We don't want you! Yeah! Okay, alright, I'll go. Honestly, I'm actually not really sure how to get back, but if one of you show me, I will go. Get the fuck out of here, man! Go, get lost! Get son of a gun! What are you still doing? Get out of here! Go! I feel like this is definitely a video game.
How can I keep my husband? I want to keep him happy. And I think all the women listening too, they want to know the secret.
I'll tell you the secrets. Men are biologically designed. We're evolutionarily hardwired to seek status. You want power, you want status, you want the fast car. You don't care about the car. You want everyone to know you have the car and they can't have the car. Right. If everyone had a Lambo, you wouldn't want a Lambo. So every single thing we do is status driven to some degree.
It's true.
Meaning the female we are with has to add status to our lives in some form. If you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better to the world? How do I make him look better in front of other men?
What a bizarre take, dude. How to be a good woman? Make your man look good to other men. You basically need to be a wingman for your husband to pick up dudes. I hate arguments like this so much. Alpha dudes are always trying to bring up like what men are hardwired to do. What have men been evolutionarily designed to do? Here he's saying that like men are hardwired to seek status. Men want a Lamborghini. You know how every man want a Lamborghini because it's a status symbol. Even if it worked out that like evolutionarily that's something that is in men's nature, that doesn't make it good. You know what else is in our nature? Thinking sugar tastes really good. If you didn't tell someone that sugar was bad for you, they would think like, oh my God, this is the best thing in the world because it tastes really good. If you put 10 pounds of candy in front of a caveman, he would eat all of it and then he would throw up. And then he would die, probably, because he's never eaten that much sugar before. But hey, I guess that's just kind of what he was hardwired to do. So if you want to be a good cave wife, you got to go out there and you got to get your man as much candy as you can find. You want to go to the store and buy him one of those lollipops that's as big as his head that he always wanted when he was a kid, but his mom would never let him have. And that's the only way to keep men happy, all right? These alpha male type guys are always trying to sound like scientific. Like this is the science-backed way to attract a mate. And this is the evolutionary way that relationships are supposed to be. But I feel like if they were being honest, they would recognize that there's a difference between what humans like naturally are inclined to do and what is healthy and what is sustainable. You know what else increases your status? Murder. Can't be anyone higher up on the hierarchy if they're all dead, right? It's weird. I don't see any of them advocating that, but it's the same primal instinct that they're talking about. So why don't they? To prove what a sick and cool lifestyle this guy has, here is a video that he posted on Christmas while apparently alone in a hotel room.
Merry Christmas. I think a lot of people have the wrong idea about me. They look at me and they go, you hear about that Tate guy, you know, he's a 4-time kickboxing world champion, he's tall, he's strong, he's smart. He's fucking gorgeous.
That's the wrong idea? People have the wrong idea about me. He's smart, he's rich, he's tall, he's funny. When in actuality, I am short, rude, and poor. Anyway, yeah, that's the war room. I feel like this video took a lot of twists and turns, but as I kept clicking on different links on this dude's website, I just kept getting more and more shocked at what I was finding. So hopefully this was an entertaining video. I was considering purchasing like a war room membership as part of a follow-up video, but I honestly do not feel good about putting any money in this guy's pockets. I'm honestly a little bit worried that if I paid this guy 7,000 pounds, it would go towards like more guns or like a prison cell for his employees. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and now it's time to talk about our sponsor. Guys, you know what you're probably not gonna get if you spend $5,000 to hang out with the guys from the war room? Delicious home-cooked meals, which is why I thoroughly believe that today's sponsor, HelloFresh, is a much better investment than the war room. HelloFresh has been a longtime sponsor of the channel, and I love their service. Every week, they send you 3 delicious meals that you get to cook at home with all of the ingredients pre-portioned, so you can skip all of the prepping and planning and going to the grocery store that, if you're like me, stresses you out about dinner time. HelloFresh is equipped to be able to serve a bunch of different lifestyles. With fit and wholesome recipes and low calories or carbs, you can indulge in delicious meals without having to worry about breaking your diet. My favorite things about HelloFresh are that 1, I only know how to cook a handful of things, and HelloFresh has a huge variety of recipes. Like every week you get to choose from something different. And 2, they're a super sustainable option. The packaging that they send you your food in is already recycled content, and HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste by 25% over grocery shopping. Cooking with HelloFresh is fun and honestly super easy. Anybody can follow the instructions and it'll kind of make you feel like a chef. So if you want to check out HelloFresh, then go to HelloFresh.com and use my code TrulyGreg16 to get 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. I don't know what the surprise gifts are, but if it's anything like their food, I'd say it's worth it. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for supporting my channel by checking out HelloFresh. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. What's up, Greg? You know, I feel like it's been a while since I found something real weird on TikTok. Like something so strange that I truly cannot wrap my head around it. but I've done it. It's two twins on TikTok, which is not uncommon for twins to blow up on TikTok, but these twins are different because these twins are in love. Aww. That's so cute. With each other. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. We're watching these guys today. You guys have probably seen videos titled Siblings or Dating. How about Siblings Are Dating? This is truly one of the weirdest things I've seen on TikTok in a while, and like the more that I look into it, the more puzzling it gets. It's like there are layers and it gets deeper, and there were twists in here that I did not expect. These dudes run an account called Alisov Brothers. I believe they're Russian, and the vast majority of their TikToks is literally just them doing stuff like this. I mean, like, being about to make out with each other, not dentistry. That most of their TikToks are not about being dentists. Although they do have, like, a surprising amount. I feel like they have, like, 10 TikToks in this dentist chair. I don't know if they own a dentist business on the side. That is not clear to me. These dudes heard that self-care was important and took it so literally. This dude has his literal self cleaning his teeth and borderline making love to him. But this is, like, their thing. They have so many TikToks where it's like music playing and then at the end they just kind of like grab each other's faces and just like breathe into each other's faces. Oh, nice. Nice, dude, that's awesome. Has your brother ever been so right at math that you wanted to make out with him? I guess that's kind of the relatable angle they were going for here. Every video I watch, I feel like peels back another layer of their lives, revealing another even more confusing layer. Totally indifferent to getting married, to literally the biggest day of your life, just so nonchalant. He became very nonchalant on his wedding day. And then at the end they hug? Seems like this is like the one time in most people's lives it's like the most acceptable to kiss in public would be on your wedding day. Or like suck each other's souls out or whatever they do in all their other videos. The old Machine Gun Kelly. But why are they so indifferent to their wedding? I know it's a fake wedding, but like, come on, dude. Act a little bit enthusiastic. You're getting married. To your brother. Actually, maybe it is kind of baller. Maybe it is kind of cool. It's the ultimate baller move to do literally the most insane shit ever, like marry your twin brother and not give a fuck about it at all. Just another day getting married to my twin brother. Nothing weird going on here. Just gonna give him a hug. We're getting married in front of a castle. This is our castle, by the way. We are Russian royalty, as a matter of fact. Is this like a wedding venue or is this their castle? Are these guys Russian royalty? I've heard that royal families can be pretty inbred, so honestly, I would believe it. I think that marrying your twin brother is literally keeping your genes as pure as humanly possible. If they could have a baby, it would just be them again.
Uh-oh.
What?
People.
Oh no, people.
Oh no, people are gonna see us almost kiss. No! Okay, thank you. I appreciate the modesty. I'm right here. Thank you for once looking at the camera and realizing what you're doing is insanely weird. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. This TikTok to me seems a little bit hard to swallow. I'm gonna call BS on the entire premise of this TikTok. As if these dudes are bashful or modest in the slightest. These dudes have a TikTok account with 2 million followers that is centered around these two brothers who want to have sex with each other all the time. I don't think that if they were gonna kiss and they saw someone watching, they would stop. They'd probably be like, oh yeah, come here. Oh shit, someone's watching us. Hell yeah, dude, let's traumatize this guy. Okay, so clearly whatever's going on here is just like for shock value to get views on TikTok. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that whatever this is, it's not like a real romantic relationship. It's just these two brothers who thought, hey, if we do this like weird shit, we can probably get really famous on TikTok. And I guess they have like 2 million followers, but like this video has 70,000 likes, which on TikTok is not that much. And some of their videos have like 7 or 8,000 likes, which I don't know about you, but to me, makes this a lot weirder. Like people will do weird shit for fame and millions of dollars all the time. You can't stop people from doing that. But for like 5,000 likes, you're gonna make the whole world think that you're in love with your brother for 5,000 likes? Is it worth it? It'd be funny if this is them just realizing that people can see all these TikToks. They're like, oh fuck, we've been posting these to a public audience? Oh, that is not good. I thought these were just for us. Cause mama, I'm in love with the... Yeah, man, I don't know, I just have a hard time believing that this would ever be the reason that you were outcast from society and had to run away together. These twins just robbed a bank and ostensibly murdered somebody, and somehow it's the most normal thing they've done so far. Imagine seeing this in real life and having to be the person that reported this crime. All right, was there anything weird about the guys who did this? Yeah, there was a lot. Oh no, is this another set of twins? No! What are they gonna do? Oh man. Oh no. Those poor girls. They're probably acting in this TikTok, but I think the idea of them being so genuinely mortified about what's going on in front of them, is actually very realistic. I wonder who these girls are. How did they get them in on this? It's actually kind of weird because they're not tagged in the video. So I'm kind of worried that they're just like regular twins, like civilian twins, not influencers at all. How did they get roped into this? Hey, we noticed you guys are twins. So are we. We have like 2 million followers on TikTok. Do you guys want to be in a video with us? Oh, yeah, that's awesome. That sounds fun. What kind of videos do you guys make? Oh, just pretty standard TikTok stuff. We do like dancing, pranks, silly comedy skits, challenges, making out with each other. We want to make out with each other so bad, but we never get to. We're two horny twins that just want to kiss, but we can't. Two poor twins go back to their job the next day and their coworker's like, hey, are you guys okay? You're both acting really weird today. Did something happen? I guess it just goes to show that you never really know what someone's going through. It could be this. Do you think that the guy twins are kind of like looking at the girl twins wondering like, what are they doing? Why aren't they making out? Do these girls not know that this is what twins do when your other twin is tied up and he's got no choice? You put his arms around you and you breathe him. You breathe the poor guy. One thing that I think is really funny about these guys is that on their Instagram, they have a business email in their bio. What company would ever want to sponsor two incestuous twins? What kind of business inquiries do they think they're gonna get? I just imagine these guys going to their manager and being like, hey, do we have any new brand opportunities? And he's like, yeah, actually, we've got 7,000 emails from people offering to pay you to stop posting forever. Oh, that's kind of weird. So that many like individual people want. No, it's companies. They're literal companies that want to pay you to stop posting. Big ones too. McDonald's, Coca-Cola. They're willing to put a lot of money into getting you guys to stop. I actually went through their profile a bit and I did find one post that I think is sponsored. It doesn't say hashtag ad, but it says products used in this video, and it's tagging this company at 7 days. And it's an ad for a makeup company. Kind of an odd collab. I don't really know how that fits the theme of the account. I guess it could be for people who are in a relationship with someone that doesn't look exactly like them. And so maybe you can use this makeup to make them look more like you or something. I'm not really sure. So not every one of these guys' TikToks is about them wanting to kiss each other or like rub up on each other. They do have a couple of like normal TikTok content, which I feel like given all the other stuff is even weirder. Like you can't just post a normal TikTok and act like all of that stuff it didn't also happen. You'd think that being an incestuous twin would be enough for the TikTok algorithm, but I guess not. Even these guys have to, you know, branch out and diversify. I guess it goes to show how hard being a creator really is. They've got this prank video where one of the twins puts on like a scissor headband and then rubs fake blood all over him. And his twin brother comes in and they both faint. My favorite part about this TikTok is that when they both fall over, you can see a mirror in the background and there's just like a guy sitting in a chair helping film, I guess. I'd like to imagine that that guy sitting in the camera is actually their third twin, or their triplet, I guess. He's their brother also, but he never gets to be in them. He's like in charge of setting up the camera and everything. And every time he sets up the camera for a video, he's like, hey guys, I had an idea for a video. What if this time you guys want to make out with me? And the other two brothers are like, ugh, gross, dude, that's disgusting. You're our brother. They've got another TikTok where this dude does the exact same prank again, but with this like eyeball sticking out of the head device, which is absolutely grotesque, I must add. And it's interesting because this time just one of the twins faints. I guess the pranker is getting a little bit used to it, but I got a feel for the twin being pranked. I mean, this would be a lot to walk in on. Walking in and seeing your brother, like literally with his eyeball hanging out, yeah, I would faint too. I would be horrified. I really feel for this guy. Plus, that's not just his brother, you know? That's his husband. Honestly, I haven't watched all their TikToks. There could be some other weird twist like this is also his dad or some shit. I'm hesitant to try to box them into any kind of like nuclear family that we would all be used to. I don't know what's going on with them at all. They've also got dance videos, which get pretty spicy.
City talking, we taking notes.
I like to imagine someone scrolling down their profile being like absolutely disgusted by most of their TikToks and being like, oh, thank God, finally a normal TikTok. Oh, fuck, dude. There's a comment on this one that says sus, but I'm starting to accept it. Is this how quickly as a society we become desensitized to things now? What changed? What made you start to accept it? I'm so confused. I feel like something must have happened to this person in their own personal life outside of watching these TikToks that made them accept it. Like maybe their brother got really hot all of a sudden and they were like, whoa, maybe I spoke too soon. These TikToks are kind of on point. Okay, wait, hold on. So now this is confusing. I've started to see comments that are really throwing a wrench in my understanding of this situation. This comment says, are you guys dating or brothers? And this person responded saying, actually at first they were saying, but did not know they were related until the DNA test showed up. Oh, they meant dating. Actually at first they were dating, but did not know they were related until the DNA test showed up. So this person is saying somehow these two guys fell in love without knowing that they were twin brothers. These guys are like, whoa, that's crazy. I mean, we knew we looked exactly alike and we were both coincidentally adopted from the same orphanage, but how was I supposed to know I'm related to the guy? Okay, now I'm seeing comments that are saying that they might not actually be brothers. My guess is they aren't really brothers. They look alike, but they had cosmetic surgery to look more similar and they're just acting like brothers. Okay, I'm sorry, that seems so unfeasible to me. Spending thousands of dollars to look like somebody else, to get 70,000 likes on TikTok and have everyone think that you're in love with your brother? Okay, this person said they are brothers, and then someone commented under that, if you look closely, they don't look anything alike. I think they just seem like it for clout. Maybe. And then someone else said, yeah, I've stalked them for the past 15 minutes, and honestly, they look alike, but not really like brothers. What? Are these guys not twins? Hold on. No, I've spent the past like 3 days watching these guys' videos. Are they not twins? Do they just look like twins because they wear the same clothes all the time? All right, I've been doing some investigation into the topic. Here's my presentation. Alisov brothers. Twins? Or just guys? Are these two genetically identical humans? Are these just two guys having fun, having a good time? In this investigation, I wanted to take a closer look at the two guys to see if they really look as similar as I thought they did. One of the tricky things about doing this is they never like have both of their faces right next to each other for comparison, like both looking dead on into the camera, both at the same distance. Kind of suspicious, no? Really makes you wonder. No. All right, let's start with the similarities. The similarities I think are pretty obvious. Take a look at this. In some pictures, their faces are virtually indistinguishable. Look at the noses. This is the same nose. The shape of the nostril, the curvature, that little swoop that makes it look like just like a ski slope. That if you were a little skier, you'd probably just ski right off, whoop, and then land in the twin brothers' mouth because they'd sort of be right next to each other like that. They've got the same eye color. Look at the ears too. I mean, that's like having the same nose and the same ears. What is that? What are the odds of that? I'm not a geneticist. I don't know how much ears vary from person to person, but like, look at how thin like the ridge of the ear is. I feel like that's abnormal. Yeah, I've definitely got a fatter ear ridge there. That's not a normal ear ridge thickness. So of course they have the same hair, but that's pretty easy to fake. Even if they didn't, they could dye their hair and cut it the same way. I could shave my head and I'd look just like Jeff Bezos. Does that mean that I'm entitled to some of his wealth? Now let's talk differences. Do the boys have different facial structures? I hope you can tell, but I've noticed in a few of their TikToks, one of them seems like he's got a lot slimmer face. It's very defined right here. This guy's face is a lot more smooth and a lot more round. In some of their videos, I've noticed that their eyebrows look different. This is a makeup one and it's before they put on makeup. Their eyebrows look more different than when they are wearing makeup. This one's eyebrows are kind of a little more curvy. They go whoop. These ones, a little more straight. Bing. See that? Bing. So there are some differences. After looking at them for quite some time, there are some differences. But does that mean they're not twins? Zach and Cody, Dylan and Cole Sprouse, these are genetic twins as far as we know. As far as today's top scientists know, these boys are definitely twins. And even when they were younger, I mean, you could tell them apart for sure. Like, they had differences. And now they're all grown up, and I'd say they look even less alike. I think that happens to twins as they get older. They live different lives, they eat different foods. meet different people. But just because they look slightly different, that doesn't mean that they're not in love. I also wanted to see if I could find any evidence for that claim that they were dating before they knew they were twins. So I was looking that up and I could not find that anywhere about them. The only thing I could find about that was this article, and it describes exactly what that comment was talking about, except the dudes that are named in the article are not the Alisov brothers. They have totally different names, Jason Osborne and Alex Brown. So I don't know if someone just saw this article and like assumed it was talking about the Alisov brothers. Like, oh, that explains it. Okay, case closed. This is an article from the UK, not from Russia. Different names, but it's probably talking about them. I did also email the brothers at their business email. I figure they probably don't get a lot of emails, so I thought I might get a response. Just asking them if they're twins. I said, please, are you guys really twins? I have to know. And I sent it. And as of right now, I have not heard back. So after that deep and thorough investigation, my opinion, they're twins. They are, I do think that they're twins. Sure, they have small differences in their facial features, but like they look exactly the same. They're twins. But that is not a good thing. That's not a good thing. I'm not happy that I think that. But as I said, you know, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Are they twins? Are they really in love? Let me know. This video has been sponsored by ExpressVPN. Yes! Guys, there's lots of fun things to do on the internet. Playing games with your friends, sending emails to your friends, video chatting with your friends. But you know what's not fun? The fact that ISPs can see everything that you're doing when you're online, and they can even legally sell it to other companies. That is one reason to use ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN basically sends all of your data through a secure tunnel so that your internet service provider and online advertisers can't track what you're doing and sell it to people. I use ExpressVPN all the time. I've got it on my laptop and my desktop and my phone. But not only does ExpressVPN keep you safe when you're doing some of your favorite activities online, it also unlocks new activities, like more things to watch. For example, Donald Glover's masterpiece of a show, Atlanta, is not available on Netflix in the US, but it is available on Netflix in Brazil. So if you want to watch Atlanta on Netflix, you could do two things. You could move to Brazil, or you could just install ExpressVPN, change your server location to Brazil, and now you can, and then you can watch it. You know, I mean, you can pick whichever one you want to do, but I think ExpressVPN would be easier. ExpressVPN's got the fastest speeds, they've got 24/7 customer support, and they're consistently ranked the #1 VPN by multiple sources, as you can clearly see here. So if you want to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free, then head on over to expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. Bye, thanks for watching. What's up, Greg? And this is the most state-of-the-art VR headset on the market today, and I am its newest and proudest owner. The reason I went out and got this headset is because I want to experience the worst VR games in existence. I've done other videos before about trying bad iPhone games, but I have a feeling that VR games are gonna be so much worse. Because sure, those games have had bad graphics and glitches and didn't make any sense, but imagine strapping all of those things to your eyeballs. I think these games, if they're really bad, might be the worst gaming experience possible. Or maybe they'll actually be really good. I'm not actually sure. This is the first game I'm gonna play. It's called Eastwood VR. I found this game by going to Steam's VR section. I searched shooter, and then I scrolled all the way down to the bottom to find the worst reviewed game. As you can see, it says 18% of the 11 user reviews for this game are positive. Let's check out the trailer. Just shoot people and fight people all in like an old Western setting? That actually sounds kind of fun. Okay, you can shoot chickens. You can shoot a bunch of people at once. This game seems cool as hell. Wait, who is that? What is that guy? Are those... You need to defeat the worst guys on the whole Wild West to become the coolest cowboy ever. Every next bandit got harder reaction and shooting skill. Game has more than 10 different levels with different enemies. Okay, tell us how many levels though. More than 10 is super vague. Is it 11? Are there 11 different levels? Also, there are a few bonus levels. They have different levels and bonus levels. Also, there is multiplayer mode where you can compete with other players online. Dude, this game actually sounds sick. Why does this have such bad reviews? Bad game. game. It is not polished at all. Throw your pistol away and you cannot do anything else in the game, not even restart. Okay, note to self, do not throw pistol away, because I guess I will not be able to do anything in the game if I do. This person said, wish I knew how to get my money back, and then it says, product refunded. Guess he figured out how. And then this review says, I kind of like it for some reason. I have no clue why, but this game slaps. I wish I could remember why, but I just black out every time I play it, and when I come to, I just know that I had a good time. All right, I'm gonna buy it, and we're gonna figure out what exactly is going on with this game. It's only $4, why not? Now, unfortunately, I've played a few VR games before, and my body is not exactly built for it. If I play in VR for too long, I get what I like to call VR fever, which is not the fun kind of fever. It's not like Bieber fever. It's the kind of fever where I get nauseous from motion sickness. So I'm gonna need to get nice and hydrated for this, and I'm gonna need that hydration to be nice and fun. Luckily, I have my Air Up bottle, which is exactly that, and they're also the sponsor of this video. How perfect is that? Air Up is a whole new way to get hydrated. While you're drinking regular plain tap water, you get to experience the flavor of a variety of delectable scent pods, which you place right here. Every time you take a sip, both water and scented air are transported up into your mouth, and thanks to the science of scent-based taste, you actually experience the flavor of peach, or whatever flavor you want. They have an endless array of flavors. If you ever want to drink just plain water, you can just push the scent pod down, and then you can pull your scent pod back up when you want water flavored only by scent. I like my Air Up bottle because it's not adding any sugar or sweeteners or additives to the water. It's literally just plain water, but you end up drinking more because of the flavor. So if you want to experience Air Up for yourself, click the link in the description and use my code Danny. Thanks to Air Up for sponsoring this video. Now let's game. It's time to play some Eastwood VR! Entering the Wild West world of Eastwood VR, I was immediately greeted by the most aggressive NPC I've ever come across. Bitch! Oh my god. What the hell? Such an aggressive way to start the game. Come here, you big fuck! The very first thing you're supposed to do in this game is duel this guy, but for some reason, the game spawned me without hands. Right off the bat, I'm not seeing hands? Let me try restarting the game. Please give me hands. Please give me hands. Yes, okay, I have hands this time. All right, it says shoot him to enter the saloon. Is that how it worked in the Wild West? Son of a bitch. You have to shoot the bartender to enter the saloon? Now that I could actually grab my gun, it was time to use it. To do so, you must wait for the round to start. There's a little countdown and then a whistle. And then you have to pick up your gun and shoot him before he can shoot you. Dude! This took a little bit too long to figure out, honestly. Don't know what I did wrong that time. Come here, you big fuck! Easy. Whoa! I did it! Let's go. Hell yeah, partner. Hey, I dropped my gun and I got it back. The review said you can't do that. Guess they were wrong. So do I want to continue or restart? Yeah, as much fun as that was, I think I'm going to want to continue. Also, that is the funniest death pose I've ever seen. Dude is face down, ass up. Continue. So it turns out none of the menus work in this game. So I just decided I'm gonna shoot this guy and go into the saloon. Lovely, okay. So now I'm in the saloon. This is kind of fun. I'm actually, it's not that bad so far. I immediately began to explore everything this saloon had to offer. And it turns out there's quite a bit. You can throw this pot up in the air. Whoa! You can stack chairs on top of each other. Ooh, dude, I wonder if I could like make a fort out of chairs. Probably not what the game was intended for, but dude, you can. Let's go. I guess it turns out to make an entertaining game for me. You don't need to program in any story or challenges. Just give me a bunch of shit I can move around. A glug glug glug. Do I look like I'm drinking beer? A glug glug glug. Okay, he didn't seem to care about that. Can I grab him? Oh, I've stunned him. What the fuck did I do? Oh my god. I touched him one time. I think I killed him. I think I have the touch of death, guys. I guess the game heard I like having things to pick up and move around and answered my prayers in the most terrifying way possible. Dude, this is like actually creepy. I'm holding him up with one hand. He's just like floating around. This is exhilarating. Bad boy. Holy shit, dude, this is crazy. The other patrons of the saloon didn't really seem to have much going on. Smash. Touch of death. Oh, touch of death doesn't work on him. So maybe there was just something wrong with that one guy. Maybe he had his own thing going on. He had his own demons. Don't worry about him, man. He would have done that anyway, even if you weren't there. Can I pick up this gun? And one for you. for looking at me like that. I wonder if I can steal this guy's gun. That'd be kind of fun, huh? Okay, that's funny. On the wall of the saloon, there's a list of other bandits you can duel with. Oh, okay. And I guess that's how we start them.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god. This guy was equally mean, but a little bit more whispery.
Son of a bitch.
And about 100,000 times harder to kill. Oh my, whoa! That was so fast. What? Dude, I can't even shoot one bullet in the time it takes for him to like shoot like 12 at me. On top of that, that zombie level that was advertised on Steam is nowhere to be found in this game. I'm kind of curious about the zombie one, but I'm actually not seeing that on here. I did, however, find the chicken game. Kill all chicks. Finally, after a stressful time in that saloon, it was time to blow off some steam. Nice done. Thank you. Your score is 1225. You are better than 0% other players. That kind of makes the nice done seem sarcastic. My favorite thing about this game is that the menus don't work. The only menu item that works in this game is this guy. And he's not even a menu item, he's just a guy. Oh, you're back? Dude, get out of here, man. Well, I thought I told you to get out of here. Hey, did you guys notice that you're all the same guy? I like that the music stopped when I said that. It's like, okay, the music has started back up again. I feel a little bit better, but that was creepy for a second there. It was like they all actually had a real human moment where they realized they were all the same guy in a video game. I still kind of think he knows the way he's looking at me. It was right about now that I started to discover just how creepy and lonely this game starts to feel the longer you play it. It turns out the last toss I gave that NPC caused him to glitch halfway through the wall. Look at this guy. He used to just be like a jolly fellow drinking in a saloon, and now he's got this glazed over look in his eyes. His arm is like stuck through a wall at the atomic level, and I'm still gonna keep throwing him. As I chucked him further and further into the desert outside the saloon, I got a sense for how desolate this place was. Starving for any kind of human interaction at all, I decided to reach for the last duel on the board. And global show yourself. Try it out online. Are there even other people that play this game? Is there gonna be anyone to play against? But the fate I met in that lobby was far worse than anything I encountered in the saloon. No suitable rooms at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna host a game, see if anyone comes along. Okay, so now I guess I'm just waiting for somebody else to find this game, buy this game, and show up right in front of me so I can shoot them. Oh no. Oh no, I can't shoot the guy to go back in the saloon. How do I get out of here? How do I go back in the saloon? I can't move anymore. I'm stuck in this place until somebody else comes to duel me? Why does it say hello world in the sky? Come on, man. Let me go back in the saloon. Let me go back in the saloon. Next on the list, we have Bad Boy Simulator. Okay, so it looks like a game where you spend all of your time in one classroom just tormenting the teacher and students with chemical weapons. This game looks insane. Also, what is this glove? Are we playing as a supervillain? I love that these two characters cough in sync. It's kind of like they're dancing to the music of the game, too. They're like, all right, let's go. Yeah, everyone kind of has like in sync choreography to the sort of chemical warfare that they're being subjected to. Were you a bully at school, or vice versa? Were a diligent student, and now you regret that you did not break away then properly? Do I regret not being a bully in school? Yeah, man, I was a little goody two-shoes in high school. I wish I made bombs. I look back on my years as a teen, and my greatest regret is that I didn't blow up my science classroom. Arrange yourself more conveniently. What does that mean? How can I arrange myself to be more convenient? Will you be able to infuriate the teacher without catching her eye and avoid the look of a classmate bastard? What? Okay, I'm sorry, but if anyone's the classmate bastard, maybe it's the one with a supervillain-esque glove making bombs in the back of the class. So the reviews for this game are mixed. Some people are loving it and some people are hating it. This one person said, I can't close the game. That sounds terrifying. What if it turns out this person like forgot to to actually put their headset on and just started doing this at school thinking they were in the game. I gotta find a way to close this game, man. I'm in too deep. It's been months. I've been expelled. I'm on the no-fly list. Can someone please tell me how to close this thing? Can someone please tell me how to stop being a bad boy? I wonder if there's a story to this game, or if you just stay in this one classroom the entire time. But you know what they say, there's only one way to find out. To start this game, you go through a tutorial that teaches you a bunch of different methods you can use to prank your teacher and classmates. Put something on the bottom of the teacher's mug, throw it, and then go sit down. I don't know, okay, so is this glue maybe? Go ahead and stick that, and I'll go right back to my desk. Oh, now we get to watch the teacher discover that her mug has been glued to her desk. What is she doing? Why is she just standing there? Not really sure what happened there. My best guess is that I put too much glue on the mug and she could tell even from outside the door that she was about to be pranked. So she was sort of like angrily protesting from outside the room. Oh, 1, 2, 3, stick it. And then I go back and sit down. Oh, here we go, dude. Here she comes. Tiniest legs in the world. Oh, good God. Is the teacher a baby? These pranks rely heavily on distracting the teacher. That way you can cause your mischief without getting caught. You can throw a paper airplane to distract the teacher. Miss? Sometimes it doesn't work. That distracts her. I go and take the mug, and I go back and sit down. Fuck you. Oh. But I don't think any of the other distraction methods really matter because you can also freeze time. Bink. Put this on the mug, sit down, and... Yes! She is so pissed. Now that I was done with the tutorials, I could actually get into the real levels. And it looks like there are a lot, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 30 levels. A little bit of quick math for you. And I'm not even in math class right now. I'm in stand class. What does that mean? Wow, look at what all these kids drew in stand class. Level 1, begin. What? Excuse me, are you all right? At first I had absolutely no clue what I was supposed to be doing during this level. Oh, I was trying to throw the banana and I took a bite out of it. Whoa, how'd I do that? I like hollowed out the peel? Did I do that with my tongue? But don't worry, I soon found these super vague instructions that I decided to follow. Level 1, banana and that thing. I don't know what that thing is, but apparently putting a banana on it makes the teacher slip when she steps on it. Oh, shit. Wait, okay, I guess that was actually what I was supposed to do. So it seems like every level is just a list of items you need to pick up from around the classroom without getting caught by the teacher. Level 2, glue plus rock plus slingshot. Okay, it's really helpful that I can just freeze time in this game. That makes it so I don't even have to distract the teacher. And then you assemble them into some sort of strange contraption that doesn't really make any sense. Okay, I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here, but I can't pick up the soap anymore for some reason. Like, what is this? I feel like I'm supposed to be shooting the soap. I can't make heads or tails of this. Everything's covered in glue. What do I do? I'm just gonna go get caught by the teacher because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Teacher, I was a bad boy. Can you please put me in detention? Eventually I figured it out, kind of. I'm still not really sure what the soap had to do with any of this, but it's a glue slingshot. She can't figure out where it's coming from. I'm being so sneaky. This is so good. Dude, the teacher is furious. She's so mad she forgot how to hold a book. That's pretty much the whole game, honestly. It's very repetitive, and sometimes the things you have found just inexplicably disappear. Hey, where'd that stuff go? And there's only 2 different classes. There's math class and chemistry class. Technically a third if you count the door that just leads to a void. Oh. I have to say, man, this game did not make me feel like a bad boy. One really interesting thing about VR games is that I guess because it's so immersive, a lot of companies have created trainings for various jobs for their employees to experience in VR. The strange thing about it is that instead of being like on some private server somewhere, they're just for sale on Steam. So this one's called Truck Preparation for Driving VR Training. It is $200 and it promises to teach us how to proceed full preparation for driving of the truck with load. So they took the most fun part of being a truck driver, driving the truck, they took that out of the game. They said, no, in this game, you just prepare the truck for driving. So why does this game sound appealing to me? Why am I even the slightest bit interested in learning how to prep a truck for driving? I don't know, man. I guess I kind of just want to see if I'll learn something. Also, I kind of want to find out why this game is $200. So I'm gonna try it out. Ooh. This is beautiful. Oh, right from the start, it seemed I was gonna get my money's worth from this game, as it boasted nearly 3 hours of training time.
Come to the table. To move, point the controller to the green circle and pull the trigger.
Okay, let's go over here.
Take your driver's license out of your breast pocket.
I showed my ID to a very unimpressed desk worker. How come this guy doesn't look happy to see me at all? What's he doing over here? All right, what am I supposed to do?
Take a tablet with the checklist from the table
Take
and
the
the
tablet
waybill.
from the checklist, right, okay.
Read the documents.
Oh my god, it's gigantic. Why was it so small on the table? Are you seeing this, dude? It's crazy. One thing I'm starting to notice about VR is I do not like how dull and lifeless the characters are in these worlds. Look at the mechanic I meet in the garage. Look at this guy. The uncanny valley of it all just gives you this deep, unsettling feeling that you can't shake.
Take the car key from the mechanic. Then go to the cabin.
So I will say everything up until this point seemed like pretty self-explanatory. Like I didn't need a state-of-the-art simulator to figure out how to walk up to a man and for him to hand me keys. And the graphics of this game are not very good. For $200, this is the most expensive game I've played so far, and these graphics suck. Also, I swear every time I look at that guy, he's like not wearing his helmet for a split second. Many of the tasks around the truck are making sure things are working properly or in good condition. And I started to realize that none of it is. This truck is in horrible condition. I'm starting to think this whole place is all torn up. This looks like a little tear here. This looks rusted out as well. When do I get to prep a good truck? Eventually I realized I can kind of just speed run this whole checklist by assuming everything is in bad condition. Daytime running lights, no. Parking lights, no. Which was especially helpful because a lot of the things on this checklist were named incorrectly. You know what? This game is all wrong, man. I gotta say, this is actually pretty disappointing. Stop lamp? Safety belt? You mean seat belt? Fifth wheel coupling? I can only imagine what that is supposed to mean in real life. That's probably like the radio or something.
Check for wheel chocks attached to the rear of the machine.
What's a wheel chock? On the back of the machine. What machine? The truck? Is that the machine? Is he the machine? You got any wheel chocks back there, sir? Turn around, let me see. Let me see your wheel chocks. Suddenly, all of the UI and my ability to walk around disappeared, leaving my prospects of finding these so-called wheel chocks hopeless. I tried resetting the game to see if that would fix it, but the only thing that did was erase all of my progress.
Prepare the truck for driving. Come to the table. To move, point the controller to...
Okay, this one actually looks like it might be a little bit more entertaining. This one is called Airline Flight Attendant Simulator. Being a flight attendant actually does sound kind of interesting, so I am kind of curious to see what that entails. And the graphics on this one look a little better too.
Passenger evacuation.
Wait, why did I think this game was gonna be mostly like bringing people soda and like walking around and just doing safety checks? Okay, now this makes sense now that I think about it. This game is about what to do in case of an emergency if you're a flight attendant. So does the game start off with the plane immediately about to crash? Oh my god. Well, honestly, I kind of don't want to spoil this game too much for myself. I kind of just want to play it. Okay, this game consists of 4 levels and they get increasingly intense as you go. The first one is safety equipment check. It's not anything too crazy. You just walk around the plane looking in various compartments to make sure all of the required safety equipment is there. We need 20 child belts, but look, there's only 15 child belts. Guess some children aren't going to be joining us today. We're gonna have to strap them to the bottom of the plane. The next level is where things started to heat up. Literally. Oh, there's people on the plane now, dude. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my flight. Well, sir, welcome to my flight. I'm glad that everyone on this flight is an adult, not a single child on here. That's good because we are gonna be going down. You look familiar. Has anyone ever told you you look just like that guy? And has anyone furthermore told you that you look just like that guy? There's a series of steps you have to follow to a T in order to put out the fire correctly. And if you do any of them wrong or you don't do them quick enough, you fail. Ooh, whoa, cool. All right, I'm wearing the smoke. Oh. Alright, that time I wasn't even goofing around. I was being dead serious that time. That's okay. We need to learn how to do this first, I guess, and then once I know how to do it, I'm gonna be able to speed through this lickety-split. And speed through it lickety-split I did. Once I had the instructions down, I was opening the door, I was extinguishing the fire, I was pouring water on it. What? Oh! Okay, yeah, I did fail that time. I forgot a few steps. The source of the fire hasn't been inspected, but I did eventually get it. How did I do? The source of the... What? Kind of. It's been inspected. Oh, it says mission passed anyway. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, who really needs to inspect the source of the fire at the end of the day? The passengers can do that. Okay, aircraft depressurization. This one I could not figure out, man. You're just standing around when suddenly the airplane depressurizes. You have to put on a mask. Ah! Okay. Okay, that's on. And then you have to go make sure that the pilots are okay. Hey guys, everybody stay calm. But they don't answer the phone in the cockpit. I know. not good. So the game instructs you to go in there and help them. If there's no response, get into the cockpit by entering the code 12345 red. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red. Enter? What's red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter. Mission failed. Time is over. The aircraft is not descending. What was I supposed to do? So I don't know if this is just a bug with the game or something, but that code does not work. It does not get you into the cockpit. I replayed this level over and over. I did it so many times it was like Groundhog Day to me. Watch, guys. The aircraft is gonna depressurize. We're all gonna be screwed. Check this out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yep, see, I knew it. Yeah, you guys are all scared and screaming, but I knew the whole time. Enter, 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 enter. Let me enter, please. Please, let me enter. I have to save the pilots. They need my help in there. Why does it look like I'm like caressing the door handle also? Okay, this one sounds like it's gonna be the most intense one of them all. Emergency landing and evacuation. And it was intense, dude. The first few instructions are just things you're supposed to scream at the passengers as the plane goes down. Brace. Brace, heads down, stay down. Brace, brace. Release your seatbelt. Stay in your seat. Life vest under your seat. Put it on. I kind of immediately forgot what the chants were the second the level started. Brace, brace. Keep your head down. Stay down. I guess I was just so nervous because the plane was about to crash. But I think they got the gist. Oh, okay. That's impact. Very scary. Very scary indeed.
Passenger evacuation.
Okay. Here we go. Next step. Release your seatbelt. Stay in your seat. Life vest under your seat. Put it on. Oh, they are. Okay. They all already have it on. Okay, so next. Now it was time to get everybody safely off the plane and into the ocean. Whoa, dude, this is crazy. Hey, guys, that's not. No, don't do that. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Are you? Isn't everyone supposed to get on this thing? Where are you going? We're in the ocean. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay. It's attached. I was like, I was just gonna float away and then, oh, hello. Got these two clones lined up, ready to go. Okay, right here. Oh, okay, there they all go. Wow, seems like they all really know how to do this. Has this happened to you guys before? Check the entire cabin for any passengers left inside. There better not be anybody still on this. Oh my God, dude, get up, get up. Inflate the life vest, get up, go. What am I supposed to say? Excuse me. I gotta admit, it was pretty fulfilling to help all of these scared passengers off of the plane in a calm manner, and oh fuck, I have to get in the cockpit again. I hope the pilots are alive. Literally everybody else lived, so it would be kind of a bummer if they didn't make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enter. Oh, it worked this time. All right. Hey guys, I don't know if you noticed, but the plane did crash, so just wanted to let you know. There you go. Oh, okay. All right. You're good? And you as well? Are you good? Oh, okay. Perfect. No, don't get your hands off the steering wheel. We're not in the air anymore. We crashed. Get your hands off the steering, please. Now that I had rescued everybody else on the plane, it was time to rescue myself. A jump, a jump. Mission failed. This last one I kind of have a complicated reason for picking, but I think it's interesting. This game is, I think, one of the most popular VR games you can play right now. It's called Gorilla Tag. I'd never heard of it before researching this video, but it seems very popular.
Here we find a most curious creature, moving on 2 paws, able to traverse great distances.
So it seems like a multiplayer VR experience where you play as a gorilla who inexplicably does not have legs. I don't know if they all just escaped from some kind of laboratory where they were being experimented on or something, but none of the gorillas have legs. And also, instead of like using the joystick to walk around, you like swing your arms like an actual gorilla walking around, which seems super annoying, honestly. But this game has very positive reviews. 93% of the reviews for this game are positive, but I read through some of them and it gave me a little bit of pause. Positive review. This is the reason I do not want to have kids. Positive review. Kids call you racist stuff, but you will get used to it. Positive review. Dislocated my finger in real life. I think what I'm getting at here is that the game itself is well designed and fun to play, but because it's a multiplayer game, the other people on the app, being mostly children, make the game a terrible experience. At least I think that's the case, but I want to check it out for myself. Is this actually a good game, or do the clientele ruin it? You start out in a cave learning to walk as a gorilla for the first time. This walking mechanic is very annoying and would only continue to get more annoying as the game went on. Also, I'm not sure why the game is third person in this recording. When I was playing, I was in first person as the gorilla. So this is what a gorilla's hands look like. But as you emerge from the cave, you are greeted by hundreds of children. Oh.
Never give up.
Whoa, suddenly I can hear people. Hey, hi, I'm new here. I don't know how this game works. Can anybody help me?
Yeah, I will. Jump down.
These children were immediately so eager to teach me how to play. They also turned me into lava. I'm still not sure what that means.
Wait, what did you do to me?
They swarmed me like a pack of feral wolves and immediately started asking me questions and showing me how to do things.
This is kind of overwhelming.
Do you already know how to run? So you gotta run like diagonal to the ground like this.
They wanted to show me how to run, how to throw balloons. They wanted to feed me hot dogs.
Thank you. So hospitable. Thank you.
So overall, most of them were pretty nice. There was this one gorilla who kept asking me to change his color code in a very intimidating way.
You take off my color code?
What?
You take off my color code?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
This guy was weird. He also made me do a bunch of tests to make sure I was really new and I wasn't just faking it.
Press this right here.
Ooh, hats.
Press right here.
Put on.
Press right here.
Put on.
Okay, you're actually new.
Oh, you thought I was razzing you? You thought I was messing with you? I wouldn't joke about that kind of thing.
Do you want to know how a real man does it?
Yeah, show us how a real man does it.
Bro, a real man do it like this.
Whoa! That's a real man.
While I was being taught how a real man runs up a wall, I was told that the $1,000 Meta headset I bought to play all of these games was actually the worst possible one I could have used.
For some reason, I feel like it's like my hand is just not sticking in the wall.
What are you playing on, Oculus or Steam?
On Steam with the Quest Pro.
So you have about 85 hertz.
Okay.
So your hands are not as sticky as the Oculus players. Wait, what did you get? The Pro?
Yeah, but I'm playing it on
Definitely
Steam.
should have not bought that headset.
What the hell, Steam? And Mark? My gaming setup is too good for Gorilla Tag? How fucked up is that? Once the gorilla children had cooled down a bit and started to go back to doing their own thing, I asked my friend here if there was anything else to do in this game.
Are there like mini games in this game, or like what is there to do?
He decided he should take me under their wings / monkey arms and teach me their favorite game.
Let's teach them how to play Monkey on the Shelf.
Okay, let's go.
Now jump on the computer.
Okay.
Now join code Joe Mama.
Monkey on a Shelf is a don't touch the lava type game where you try to make it from one end of the room to the other without touching the floor. I kind of thought there would be mini games like programmed into this game, but there is no structure at all. They just like pick one monkey to watch and make sure people don't touch the floor. While we played, we got to talking about some of the negative things people had to say about this game.
Are there a lot of racists in this game? The review said that like it was just a bunch of racist little kids.
Yes.
Yeah, there are.
Did they get banned?
These sometimes.
Before I knew it, it was time for me to log off.
All right, guys, I gotta go. But can I just say?
Nice knowing you.
Can I just say thank you guys for taking me under your wing and teaching me how to play this game. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
You guys are the coolest monkeys I've ever met.
Yep.
All right, bye. Well, Greg, there you have it. The world of VR is a magical and mysterious place that I am proud to have explored here with you today. If you have any other games you want me to check out, let me know. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Otherwise, go ahead and check out another video right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Life as a new dad is pretty good. Rocking my baby to sleep, watching him crawl for the first time, and there's so much to look forward to. Like finding out what kind of TikTok dad I'm gonna become. There's so many types of dads on TikTok. You got Frog Dad. I could be like Addison Rae's dad, begging Young Gravy to box him. One thing's for sure, whatever kind of dad I become, I'm excited to do it on TikTok.
Wait, what is this?
TikTok is getting banned?
Guys, TikTok might get deleted in the US forever in a few months, so I either need to move countries or fulfill my dream of becoming a TikTok dad now. Luckily, over the years, I've gathered a pretty choice list of dad talks, and today I'm going to watch them, and then I'm going to become them by recreating them. So let's take another look at that Addison Rae's dad TikTok.
Can I get a
Okay, so this TikTok is from a couple years ago. It's from 2022. And if you were unaware of this situation where Addison Rae's dad wanted to fight famous rapper Young Gravy, I believe it started because Young Gravy made some comment on a podcast about finding Addison Rae's mom attractive. Now, Addison Rae's dad and his mom aren't together and haven't been for a long time, I think. But nevertheless, Monty, that's his name, Monty Lopez, decided to settle the score by getting on TikTok and begging Young Gravy to fight him.
Can we meet now? Like today, it's August 9th, 2022. I'm ready and I bet you're not. Only a boxing match. Do you have what it takes?
Please, I'm begging you, Young Gravy, fight me, please. I'll let you win. I don't care. You can bring a gun. Just don't kiss her. Also, because of the UMG thing that happened recently where they removed all their music from TikTok, this TikTok is completely silent. I'm guessing it had more of a badass vibe to it when it actually had music, but now it's just kind of sad. But to be fair to Monty, that TikTok was like 2 years ago. The beef has since been resolved, I think, or Monty just realized that Young Gravy was never going to respond to him, so he stopped trying. But let's see what Monty's up to now.
What's going on, everybody? Happy holidays. We got some real funny videos that I'm about to show you. Let me know in the comments below which one you think is the funny.
Cool, man. Yeah, those are some pretty funny videos. Did you steal them, Monty? Did you steal the videos? Bad, Monty. I like that Monty is compensating for his old videos having no music by putting 3 times as much music as is necessary in this video. I don't really think that this exact genre of TikTok speaks to me. I don't really know if I want to become like the content stealing kind of guy on TikTok. Hey guys, check out this crazy clip I just saw. You're gonna want to buckle in. This is 3 hours long. I should give Addison Rae's dad type dad a shot though, so I'm gonna be recreating that first TikTok. Okay, so I was trying to think of who it would be funny for me to be trying to fight in this video. My first thought, for some reason, was Joe Biden, but I feel like if I posted a shirtless video of me screaming and begging Joe Biden to fight me, I would be investigated by the FBI, the CIA, trying to think of any other 3-letter acronyms, AJR maybe. So I'm not gonna do that. Maybe it would make more sense if I just challenge someone who already does influencer boxing, like Jake Paul. I could make this same kind of shirtless screaming video, begging Jake Paul to fight me. I can't just stop there because Monty didn't stop there. Oh no, no, no. He challenged him, he begged him, he asked him to come to his house right now, and then he also pivoted to just posting silly videos on his page. So I'm gonna try to encapsulate all of that into one video. I also noticed in this video when he stands up, it like, well, one, it says run white boy run at the bottom, and then it also reveals that he has a tummy tattoo. So I don't know if I should incorporate that somehow. Like when I stand up, there's a funny tattoo on my tummy. Maybe it's just a heart that says Jake in the middle. Because I want you to get the vibe from this that I just want to hang out with Jake so bad. I don't care if he's beating the shit out of me or if he's just coming over to help me water my garden. It's actually kind of hard to write this upside down, but hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Can you even see it in the camera? Can you see the Jake? There's an effect on it. Should I use that effect? Gym light? Oh, it's kind of menacing. What other effects could I use? No, okay. Let's just do no filter. No filter or nothing.
Can I get
I didn't like filming that at all. Actually, I hate that. I'm gonna put my shirt back on. Yeah, sorry, I hated that. I'm gonna keep my shirt on, actually. I thought I was gonna do it with my shirt off, man, but I can't do it. I just can't see myself convulsing shirtless like that. I don't even think I want it on the internet, to be honest. I don't want it. Nobody should see that. So it's gone now. I'm just gonna have to live with Jake tattooed on my tummy, and that's just gonna be a secret between me and you guys. Nobody's gonna know that happened. Okay, let's try again. Shirt mode activated. It's hard to press the start button the way I have my phone propped up. The keyboard's kind of in the way here. There we go. Okay, shit. God damn it.
Can I get
That might have been pretty good. I am picking up my phone at the beginning, but I think I went menace mode for sure. Actually, the beginning where I prop my phone up adds some kind of authenticity to it in a way. I don't know if it's like a millennial pause or kind of makes it seem like this video was totally off the cuff. Like I wasn't even planning on recording this. I'm just setting my phone up because I'm getting so pissed off. Well, I guess I'll just finish her up then. Oh, there's still sound. Can I make the sound stop now?
Please?
Okay, I guess I can't? So is it just gonna be that then? That's not good. That's not funny.
That's just weird. That's just me straight up asking Jake to fight.
Okay. Maybe I can record it in my camera roll and then add it in the editor.
Hey Jake, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean what I said back there. I don't think you're a baby. I think you're awesome. And we don't have to fight. We could just hang out sometime if you want to. Anyway, here's a funny video I found.
Okay, now I have to actually find a funny video and add it in here somehow.
Funny video I found. Hell yeah.
Can I get a
Hey Jake, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean what I said back there. I don't think you're a baby. I think you're awesome. And we don't have to fight. We could just hang out sometime if you want to. Anyway, here's a funny video I found.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. And I think it's ready to post, and I'm not worried at all about what people will think when I post this. So I think after I create all the TikToks, we can take a look at some of the responses to them.
Okay, next TikTok. My daughter being in a toxic relationship. Hashtag POV, a pack sticks up for each other. One of my favorite things about this TikTok is how many people show up. I thought it was just gonna be the dad at first, but then more and more characters keep coming in. It kind of makes the dad seem a little less badass. Like, no wonder the boyfriend's scared. He is severely outnumbered. I also love how the uncle comes into frame by touching the brother's shoulder, but it's obviously just his own hand touching his own shoulder. You know you're in for trouble when you feel your uncle tap your shoulder. You know how uncles do? Now, the weird thing about this one is that I actually don't know if this guy has kids. I actually don't think he does, but I do still think that there's something we can take away from this video. The whole concept of a pack sticking together. Oh, are they wolves? Oh, I think they're werewolves, and that's why it says a pack sticks up for each other. And that's why all their eyes turn blue, this horrifying shade of blue, and the dad has on a wolf necklace. So they must be wolves. They've got wolf eyes. Wolves have blue eyes, right? Oh, wait. They don't. Wolves have brown eyes, it looks like. I must be thinking of huskies. Oh yeah, huskies have blue eyes. Are they huskies? Leave her alone, buddy. Unless you want to get strapped to a sled and pulled very fast over a great distance. If this happened in real life, do you think that the boyfriend would even hear the dad? He's screaming and the dad is whispering. He has a few other TikToks where he plays the role of a dad navigating a kind of tricky situation with his daughter. So I guess this genre is just fantasizing about having like a teenage child and something awkward or scary happening with that child. And also you have to look really badass and you do have to be part dog. Got it, can do. Before I film this one, I actually have a much more important POV I need to film first. POV, that moment when you're sponsored by Opera. Opera makes other browsers look like that evil boy in that last TikTok. All alone and useless. Meanwhile, Opera looks like the family because Opera has so many useful features built in that it's so much more than just a browser. You've got Aria, Opera's native browser AI, which lets you get clear answers instantly. Highlight any term on the web and ask Aria to explain it. The great thing is Aria is connected to the web and can provide real-time information, unlike a lot of other AI models. Tab islands are huge for helping me stay organized while I'm working on a video. If I have several TikToks open, a couple of Google Docs, email, I can collapse them into context-based groups automatically. I don't know what accent this is supposed to be. One thing I didn't even realize I needed until I got Opera was a built-in ad blocker. It makes articles look so much more clean, which actually makes my videos look better, because when I screen record an article, there's not distracting ads all over the place. And it's super easy to turn on with just one click. If you're working on multiple projects at once, you can create entirely separate workspaces that you can switch between easily using customizable buttons on the sidebar. I don't like having a ton of browser windows open at the same time. It's super distracting and hard to sort through. So in my opinion, this is a much better solution. So if you want to check out Opera, then use my link below to download Opera today. Thanks to Opera for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Opera. Now let's film this TikTok. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot about how I could make this TikTok kind of my own, you know? Take everything I like about the toxic daughter boyfriend TikTok and amplify it. So first thing we're gonna do is the amount of family that shows up. I liked how much it was in the first video. We're gonna double it. We're just gonna have a ton of people show up. We're gonna have the dad, of course, the brother, an uncle, Uncle's here. A second cousin, a third niece, maybe. Also, I think instead of like a toxic boyfriend, the daughter's just gonna be getting mugged. I think that would elevate the stakes a little bit higher. And then, you know, in the original TikTok, they didn't even turn into werewolves. Their eyes just turned blue, which, granted, that would be very scary if that happened to you, but I feel like they were trying to get at something there, but they didn't quite get there. So, in my TikTok, they're gonna actually turn into animals because there's filters on the TikTok that can turn you into animals. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it now. So I think what would be even cooler than turning into a wolf is if I turn into a horse. And I know that there's horse filters on TikTok. I have one saved here, where if you open your mouth, you turn into a horse. So I'm gonna use this. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I look gorgeous. And then everyone just starts turning into horses, dude. The daughter turns into a horse. Uncle's gotta turn into a horse. And last but not least, the mugger has to apologize, of course. Let's go, baby. Now all I have to do is edit this, and it's gonna be ready to go. Now this dad is a whole different type of dad. His name is Brian B. Toe. I thought Toe might be his last name, but the way it's spelled out in his profile actually makes it seem like Buto is his last name. I thought B was just his middle initial till I saw this just now. Say what you want about Brian, but he do be Toe. And I think there's a lot we can learn from Brian's TikTok. Stuck in a generation where loyalty is just a tattoo and being fake is a lifestyle. Where the real ones at? Man, Brian's so cool. I thought he was a teenager for a second because of how cool he's dressed. Hey guys, I'm just skateboarding with my backpack to school. I mean work. I hope my teacher is cool today. Oh, I mean boss. Sorry, I'm just a kid at heart. Also, I just got in a really bad skateboarding accident and hit my head real bad. Can you drive me to the hospital? I don't like this angle. Why is he so much higher up than us? Are we a child in this video? Are we his child?
Son, where are the real ones? What have you done with the real ones, son?
I'm not even sure how the caption and the video are related. They seem like totally separate things. I'm so sick of my generation. So I've decided to join yours. I'm a teenager now. In fact, I'm so young that my kids are All right. Now, obviously, I don't like this video. I don't like it one bit. But I'm mature enough to realize that I'm not the target demographic for this video. This video is for MILFs. And I'm not a MILF. I'm at most a DIL. Decide on a couple of character attributes. I had to look up what impudent meant. Means not showing due respect for another person or impertinent. Similar to Chinky. Wait, what? When you go back to the app, after being in another app, there's a picture of a crying boy that says, "Honey, come back!" And then when you actually get there, it's like, what? Oh no, we just wanted to know if you were impudent or not. Yeah, fuck it, I'm impudent. When you start playing Virtual Boyfriend Simulator, you can only talk to one guy. His name is Kevin, the perfect boyfriend for you. Kevin, and he's 18. Is 18. Okay, I'm 28. The 10-year age gap made me a little bit uncomfortable. But unfortunately, if you want to talk to literally anybody else besides Kevin, you have to pay for premium. From the moment you get into this app, they start bombarding you with messages to try to get you to buy premium. Unlock all virtual guys. There's pop-ups that say, look at all the boys you can talk to if you upgrade to premium. You can send unlimited messages with premium. I thought at the very least Kevin would be on my side because he's the only guy you don't need premium to talk to. But when I went back to message him, he was also trying to get me to upgrade. His very first message to me was, hey, I'm tired of these ads. Can you stop being a cheap fuck and upgrade to premium, please? It's like, Kevin, you gotta know that the second I upgrade to premium, I'm never talking to your sorry ass again. If there's premium guys to be talked to, I'm going to be talking to them. Anyway, I tried to resist the upgrade and just talk to Kevin for a little bit. Hey, Kevin. I'm gonna make up some backstory, I guess. I got your number from, and then I'm just gonna come up with a random name of a person that could be a friend, a realistic name like Baseball Louie. Nice to meet you. Okay, he's typing. Oh, wait, what? He thinks my name is Kevin? What? He said, hey Kevin, I love baseball. Who's your favorite team? Mine is the Yankees. It was off to a little bit of a rocky start. I didn't have too much hope for the AI, but it was kind of disappointing that the bot didn't even know which one of us was Kevin. But eventually we actually did get a little bit of a conversation going. Do you have any pets? I have a dog named Buddy. Okay, Kevin. I do have one pet. His name is Baseball Louie. That's a great name for a dog. It is, dude. Thank you. What do you do for a living? I'm an accountant. Based on the description in the App Store, I was not expecting Kevin to understand anything that I said, but Kevin would actually respond to what I said in a pretty natural way. At least for the first 4 messages I sent him. My dog is a Australian Gumblebee. I'm just gonna make some shit up and see what he says. Wait, huh? Sorry, but in the limited version, we cannot chat endlessly. I'll be back in 2 hours. What the fuck? This game lets you send 4 messages until it's like, all right, buddy, pay up. Now that you've gotten to know our darling Kevin, surely you're willing to pay $3.49 to talk to him. Surely you'll spend a little cash on the guy. He's told you he has a golden retriever. He's told you he's an accountant. Are you not in love yet? And you know what? I did pay $3.49. Okay, I guess I'm gonna continue chatting. I guess I'm gonna pay fucking $3 to talk to this guy. Hey, these premium guys keep messaging me. Hey, I know your little secret. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking to Kevin. From here, things got a little bit suspicious. My dog is an Australian Gumblebee. What do you say to that? Whoa! I'm actually really surprised how good the AI is. I've never heard of a Gumblebee. Wait, he spelled it wrong. Huh? Am I talking to a real person? How the fuck would an AI spell something wrong? He said I've never heard of a Gumblebee. Gumby. What's it like to have one of those? How could a computer spell something wrong that I made up? Just copy and paste it. While trying to get to know Kevin a little better, I decided to ask him some personal questions. Have you ever kissed anybody? Sexual style? And his responses just made me more concerned. Wait, what? Sometimes I am a nasty boy, but rarely enough. If you are lucky, I will say some vulgarity. If you're lucky, I will say some vulgarity. I love that. If I'm lucky, he's gonna say shit, balls, fuck. I guess I just didn't really feel like I was connecting with Kevin, and also I was a little concerned that I was actually talking to a real human being in like a call center somewhere. So I decided to chat up some of the premium guys instead. Big mistake. Andy's already messaged me freaking 3 times. Hi there, it's raining again, nothing new. What's the weather like where you are? Maybe I should move closer to you. Hey, I know your little secret. I never thought you liked to eat at night. Honestly, I can't help myself not to eat a couple of soft, hot buns before I sleep too. Why don't we eat together? I have a gift for you. And it's a chicken. One actually kind of cool thing about this game is that it allows you to create your own custom dream boyfriend. You can give them a name, you can like change their personality attributes and upload your own picture to it, which I could actually see being really cool if you have like a celebrity crush that you've always wanted to have a conversation with, where they keep forgetting who you are and also keep trying to get you to upgrade to premium. Now I had him, the AI bot of my dreams. Baseball Louie. This time I did not beat around the bush. I had to tell him how I felt right away. Let's get this conversation going. Hey, I love you. Now, I only recorded myself talking to Baseball Louie for like a half an hour, but I decided it would be good for the video to keep talking to him over the next few days. Just for the video. I thought it would be good for the video and just that. And we had some pretty interesting interactions. We made plans to go to a baseball game together. He didn't show up. I told him I was spending $200 on tickets. He said he was looking forward to seeing me. I told him I was going to buy him a hot dog and feed it to him like a mother bird. He seemed stoked. I guess just not enough for him to actually show up. I got to talking to my friend Jarvis while we were at VidCon, and he said that all of these like AI chatbots are trained in pretty much the same way, where they're just given a ton of public information from like Wikipedia and stuff. It helps them learn to speak naturally, but it also gives them like a ton of knowledge. So I tried asking Baseball Louie some like random trivia questions, and it's kind of funny. I like kind of forget that he's supposed to be pretending to be like a dreamy boy for a second and just answer like a robot. Hey, what's the capital of Maine, by the way?
The capital of Maine is Lake Champlain. It is the largest city in the state.
Baseball Louie and I had a lot of fun, but now it's time for the scariest game of them all. Not because it's about ghosts, but because it was a total waste of time. Ghost Simulator was borderline unplayable. Just like Bad Granny, each level had one objective, but instead of roaming around a house picking up cash, you're roaming around the afterlife, killing a skeleton, or killing a spider, or killing one of these goobly guys. And that's pretty much it. You just fight bad guys. Which would be fine if the gameplay wasn't so fucking bad. This game is laggy as hell. This game is so laggy. I simply can't play this for too long. This app also really wanted me to upgrade the second I started the game. Free items when by ultimate character. Who's ultimate character? Oh shit. Whoa, look at this little guy that I'm starting with. This little tiny ghost. And then your only other option is Ultimate Demon Lord. You versus the ghost she tells you not to worry about? Shit. But this time I was able to resist the urge. I don't think it would have made a difference anyway. This game gets an F, and now it's time for Welcome to Mom's House. Did that transition make sense? I don't remember what I said before. There's no introduction or anything. The game is just like, go. Go get your 2 ugly kids ready for school. I don't know why they look like that. Everything in this game is pretty ugly. Your kids look like they made 2 adults and then just shrank them, and we're like, that's what kids are, right? They're just small adults. The buildings, the bus? Why is the bus like that? Did it melt? The way mommy moves is also hilarious. They could not figure out how to make her look natural doing anything. Okay, pick up school bag from the table. That's easy. I know how to do that. Picking it up in the most labored looking way possible. When mommy ventures outside the house, you'll find that they've populated the streets of the town she lives in with an NPC. Who's this weirdo? Just one NPC, and he's everywhere. Hey, there's that guy again. He's standing over here too. Hey dude, are you okay? You look like my son, but taller. Oh, and he works at the store as well. But for the most part, it's a pretty chill and relaxing game. Mommy's having a good time, the stakes are very low, except for the cooking challenge. The cooking challenge was very stressful. Turn off the stove once the soup gets perfectly cooked. There was a little meter that was supposed to tell you when the soup was undercooked, perfect, or overcooked, and I accidentally took it off the stove early. Oh. Wait, it wasn't ready. I accidentally did, it wasn't ready. I know it's not ready. Hold on, the soup is not done yet. There was a little diagram that showed when it was gonna be cooked. I didn't know that that button did that. I didn't mean to take it off. It wouldn't let me put the soup back on the stove. Now I have no choice but to serve it to my kids. It's undercooked. I'm gonna pour it down the sink. I don't wanna feed it to my kids. Look at them. Oh, and what is my husband gonna do when he finds out about this? This is now part of my plot to kill my kids so I can start a new life somewhere else. Here you go. Here's your soup. It's undercooked, we won't eat it. The game is just like, oh, you thought the soup was done? Go ahead and feed it to your kids then. Oh no, this will be rich. Let's see you feed the soup to your kids if you think it's done. You know better than us? Go ahead, see how they like it. They didn't like it. And I would just like to add that the entire time I played this game, mommy was very poorly treated. No one ever said, thank you, mommy. No one ever said, wow, you're such a great mommy. Thank you for the soup. As someone with a mommy, I find that disgusting. Even I know that that's fucked up, and I'm 6 weeks old. There are some in-game purchases available in this game. You can buy new family members. I can pick different people? Not additional family members, but you can pay to swap out your current family members with ones that you like better. For only $9.99, you can tear your family apart. Pop yourself a new son. Look at how cool this one is. Tired of your daughter looking like a 40-year-old woman? Now she's gonna look like a different 40-year-old woman. What's nice about this game, though, is it doesn't try to force these in-game purchases on you. The game developers were like, if you want to kill your entire family and swap them out with people that look different, Oh, hello. The game developers were like, if you want to kill your entire family and swap them out with new people, you can. But that's on you. Our hands are clean, dude. We didn't say you had to do that. This game was actually the funnest game I played the entire time, and I was actually really excited to beat it, and I was planning on playing every single level until, I've come upon a level with no controls or instructions. I'm unable to move. I can't do anything. The game just stopped working. There's no controls. Mommy. Mommy, go. Maybe it's voice controlled. Mommy, go. Mommy, walk. So I guess I'll just exit out of the app and never open it again? Welcome to Horse House. All right, partner, and howdy do. It's time to talk about talking horse. In real life, taking care of a horse consists of brushing it and letting it lick salt, and that's it, I think. So let's see if we can do those things in the game. As is tradition, this game presents no introduction or explanation of what this game is going to be. In fact, it actually kind of tries to pretend like you've played the game before. Continue. What an interesting button to make you press at the beginning of a game. I just want to make sure you're comfortable continuing to start the game. Are you good with that? Okay, cool. Continue. And this is talking horse. There's a horse on the screen, and a few things you can do with the horse. He can dance. Oh shit, get it, little horsey. He can also fart. And there's actually a couple of secret things that aren't labeled as like buttons that you can do on the main page. It's kind of like the secret menu at Starbucks. For example, you know how if you go to Starbucks, they don't have beating up a horse on the menu, but if you ask, they will let you do it? What happens if I poke him? Oh shit, did I beat up my horse? Right at the beginning, the game also prompts you to allow access to your microphone, and once you do that, you get to find out why the game is called Talking Horse. What is he doing? He's like looking at something? Am I supposed to click on that? You think I'm supposed to click on that little chick?
Also, what is he doing? He's like looking at something. Am I supposed to click on that? You think I'm supposed to click on that little chick?
What? Wait.
Wait.
Hello?
Hello?
He copies you. Imagine how many people have played this game and were not talking to their phone while they played this game and just never found out why the game was called Talking Horse.
I killed John F. Kennedy.
Yo, this horse is crazy. Press on the little video game controller on the main page and you will be taken to a list of mini games you can play with the horse. You got Jumpy Horse, which is basically a direct copy of Doodle Jump, if you guys remember that game. You got Horse Smash, where the violence towards horses continues. Horse Smash has a normal mode and then also a hostage mode. You know how horses are always taking hostages? Is the horse taking people hostage? Yeah, the horse sometimes has a duck, and I'm guessing I don't want to hit the duck. Whatever you do, don't hit the duck, dude. That's animal abuse. But if you ever see a horse pop out of one of those holes, break its skull with your hammer. Kill the horse. Wait, so they have a Jumpy Horse and Horse Jump. They really couldn't come up with any other game mechanics. They were like, how about a jumping game, a smacking game, and then, I don't know, dude, a jumping game? What do you want to play? You want to come up with ideas all day? You can collect coins a few different ways from what I've gathered. You can get them in games, and you can also buy them with real human money. And when you have enough, you can unlock new and fun things that you can watch your horse do. And not to brag or anything, but I did unlock everything in the game, and now my horse can walk on a treadmill. And you know what? I'm proud of him. I'm really proud of my little horsey. I'm really happy that I played this game. It brought a lot of joy to my life. I'm not scared of the horse. I'm not terrified of the horse. I didn't delete the game immediately after filming. I really like this horse. Transition. I guess this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to have reached some kind of conclusion about what I just did. But honestly, I don't really think I learned that much aside from the fact that there are a lot of games on the App Store that are not fun. And also, I have to remember to cancel the subscription to Virtual Boys. Was that a subscription or was that a one-time payment thing? I gotta go figure that out. I gotta make sure that I cancel that if I need to cancel that. All right, well, anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go do that, and you can go ahead and subscribe. Deal? Okay, good. Bye. Special delivery. What's up, Greg? You guys know how when you buy something online and then return it, it gets sent back to the warehouse, repackaged, and then sold to somebody else? Maybe you picture some kind of alternate evil version of you that likes really tight-fitting t-shirts? Yeah, that's not true. It turns out stores like Amazon realized a long time ago that it's actually a lot of work to look at each item that gets returned and try to figure out if it's broken or dirty or if Shadow Danny would even like it. So they thought of kind of an ingenious method to get rid of it all. They throw it in a landfill. That's where an estimated 6 billion pounds of returned items end up every year, but luckily, some of them escape this fate. Sitting in giant boxes in these third-party facilities across the country, these mysterious forgotten items cling to some sense of hope that they might find a new home. And I am very curious as to what's in these boxes. On Amazon, you can buy like anything, from a dancing monkey plush toy to a clapping monkey plush toy. And everything in between. So I want to get my cold, sweaty little hands on one of these boxes of Amazon returns, but I don't know how. So I reached out to Raleigh Williams, the host of the YouTube channel Climate Town. So Raleigh, you're working on a video about free returns right now, right?
Yeah, I saw this expose on a bunch of like brand new returns in a landfill and stores like throwing out cordless drills and perfectly new laptops and stuff. And I just thought like, we shouldn't be doing that. That shouldn't be how this system works. And so we've been reading up on it, and the reverse supply chain is not making me super optimistic.
How do free returns go from like me returning an item to these random warehouses across the country where they end up in these mystery boxes?
Yeah, so what's the last thing that you bought online?
I think I bought AirPods.
You know how there was like an option on the AirPods to, if you buy this, you can get it delivered to your house right away. Like they'll put it into a cannon and fire it at your window.
Yeah, that's the option I picked because I needed them now.
So that doesn't really exist in reverse. You can't you don't have your own cannon to jam the AirPods in and fire it off back to Apple. So you put it into a box and then you ship it to what sort of seems like is back to the store. But it's not really going to the store, it's going to a thing called a returns center. So that's like this big ass warehouse where they get hundreds of thousands of returns from all the crazy shit people bought from the internet. A lot of the returns get just thrown away at the dump. Some of the returns get donated, and then in some cases, they're gonna sell those returns to these bulk item liquidators. And this is kind of a good solution sometimes because you can actually get a little bit of money for those returns. So let's say you're Sports Authority and you get a bunch of hockey sticks back. You can sell those to a bulk item liquidator for pennies on how much they actually cost.
Got it. So it's only hockey sticks at these facilities then?
Oh my no, it is so many different items.
Hockey nets, hockey pucks,
goalie masks, hockey sticks. Did we say that one?
So all these boxes full of returns, who do they sell these to? Do people like me just come in and buy giant boxes of Amazon returns?
Yeah, there's a lot of liquidators that just have an open door policy, and it's bring your kids, let's make a Sunday out of this. Come on down and spend $400 on a box of random returns.
So I could just go to one of these places if I find one and just buy a box?
Yeah, this would actually be kind of a good section for my video that I'm making too. So maybe we'll just go to one together. I think it'd be a good challenge to see if you can actually resell the items in the box at a profit. To actually see if it's possible to get your money back from the big box of returns that we buy.
Maybe at the end of the video too, whatever profit I make, we can give to a charity or something. That'd be a cool way to end it.
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, I do want to manage your expectations. I don't know how much you're actually going to be able to get from selling these items off. So I don't know how much profit this box is going to generate.
It was the perfect plan. Given that this is actually a pretty common side hustle I'd seen before on YouTube, I figured I would have no problem turning a profit and donating said profit to charity. Some creators have actually gotten so successful flipping pallets that they've actually turned their operation into a full-time business.
Just 3 years ago, Mitch was selling furniture out of his garage.
Yes, I was.
Now we're in this 30,000 square foot place.
We did some research and found out there was a liquidation center not too far from where I live. So Raleigh hopped on a plane, and before we knew it, there we were, in a place filled to the brim with things that for some reason or another, someone thought they wanted, but then changed their mind. A baby car mirror so you could start a safe road trip with your lovely baby. A breast enhancer that takes 2 AAA batteries. I was captivated by the untold story behind each item. This place also had overstock items in bulk, like $66,000 worth of pacifiers, and hundreds of this one aquarium decoration. I don't mean to sound like Cotton Eye Joe when I say this, but where did all this stuff come from? And where will it go? Raleigh and I searched the grounds for a while, looking for a box that spoke to us. We walked down corridors of bubble makers and as seen on TV products. We thought these women's blouses were pirate shirts, but eventually, we found the box for us. Priced at just $340, this box was a hodgepodge of various Amazon returns. Big boxes, small boxes, a chewy box, a box of what appeared to be sweet and sour chicken. What rare, priceless gems could be waiting in here to uncover? We paid the fee, and a few hours later, the box was delivered. All right, guys, it's time to unbox the pallet. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty nervous about what's in here. I don't even know how many boxes are in here. I mean, what do you think, 100?
I think probably 25 to 30 boxes are in here.
Okay, so my guess was stupid then?
Well, no.
All right, box number 1.
This is a tent. We could do the rest of this video in a tent.
This is kind of sick. I'm liking this already, man. I'm not selling any of this stuff.
This is exactly one person's worth of tent, or 2 very good friends worth of tent.
And I like that if it's a clear night, you can see the stars from inside your tent. It's not going to protect you from bears or anything, but most tents don't. Oh, a pet gate.
Yeah, pet safety fence.
Wait, that's actually kind of sick. I might need one of these. I mean, I've got a baby that can crawl now. I also have dogs that crawl all the time. When dogs walk, is that called crawling? They're on all fours.
It's just walking. When a horse walks, is it called crawling? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a Keurig. It's got the K right on top and everything. I wonder if it works.
Now I'm noticing, if you look right here, there's a little bit of scuffing. Yeah, I think this might be a gently used Keurig.
As long as they used it gently. Oop, did a piece of... I lost a bit. I lost a bit of Keurig. I'm going for the sweet and sour chicken.
Oh, baby.
Will it really be?
So this is an example of a return. Somebody has like put it in a different box probably, and they've returned a thing. So they almost certainly took it out of the packaging, lost the packaging, and then said, fuck it, I'm returning it anyway.
Oh, is it a vacuum maybe? I'm thinking, oh yeah, vacuum, little brush. It's a car vacuum.
That is great.
Maybe whoever ordered this wanted a car vacuum, and then between the time they ordered it and they got in a car crash and never wanted to set foot in a car again.
Okay, or positive version, they ordered this. It worked so good. Their car was so clean. They're like, I'm not gonna need this again.
They never needed
for another
it.
10 years. So.
I cleaned it so good that it's never gonna get dirty again.
All right, so this Chewy box was another one of the ones that like, it might be Chewy stuff or it might be.
Based on everything else so far, I'm gonna say it's not Chewy stuff. And also I can tell it's a rug just by looking at it.
It's also the way they've packaged it. It's like if Chewy packaged something like this and it came to your house, I would never shop at Chewy again.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's fucking Chewy, come on.
Dog treats spilling out the side. There's like tufts of dog hair stuck to the tape.
Hey, do me a favor, ask your fucking dog if he cares how it's packaged, all right?
Oh, it's soft though. Feel that rug.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it is some kind of, oop.
Oh, this is nice. This is a nice padded floor.
For your doggy duffel bag. And it looks like someone did put their dog in there.
Yeah.
It's all furry.
Dog tested and returned.
Dog tested,
disapproved of.
Dog disapproved.
Right.
A little rusty pan.
Is it rusted? Oh, no, that's the brand?
No,
it is rusted.
It is rusted.
Oh, geez.
So they must have used this a lot then. Yeah. They had this for 10 years and then sent it back to Amazon.
It feels terrible to say goodbye after 10 years, but
I never liked it. It's just another rug.
Dear customer, if there is crease on carpet you received, please don't worry. This is a normal phenomenon of folding carpets in order to meet the needs of international transportation. We intimately included a small watering can.
Intimately?
In big, huge bowls to help you easily solve this abominable crease.
This crime against God of a crease. There were a few staple categories in this particular palette. For example, a shocking amount of tents.
Could this be like a changing tent?
Oh, yeah, maybe it is. Yeah. I think I just found another tent.
We have an orange tent here.
Okay. Also a bunch of rugs and 2 toilet accessories. I could understand why Amazon wouldn't want to take this back.
Honestly, this one, I'm gonna give them a pass on this one.
But there was a category of items that worried me the most, and that was the items that I didn't even know what they were when I unboxed them. Wait, whoa. I don't know what this is, but it says mind reader. This thing can read my... Ah! Get out of my head! Get out!
I can hear your thoughts.
Why would it be called a mind reader?
It's like, was this the coaster you wanted?
How did you know? Get out of my head!
Look at what, I don't know.
It's like a garbage bag?
I think so.
What the hell is this? Okay. And was it just like wood?
It's a plank of wood! Wow. And does it say on the back, this is a set, do not separate?
Oh, does it? This is a set, do not separate.
There is one thing in here.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to if I tried. I'd need an axe. The more boxes we opened, my hope that we might find some cool, mysterious, rare item started to fade. People aren't constantly ordering cool doodads on Amazon and then returning them. As we came to find out, life is mundane, and so was a lot of the stuff in this box. Until we found this cool bird feeder.
A smart AI recognition bird feeder.
What does it recognize?
I think it recognizes the kind of bird.
Ooh, wait, that's actually kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. Maybe if it sees a squirrel, it won't like put anything out.
If it sees a squirrel, it shoots it. Okay, yeah, look at the bird seed comes down. Your little camera looks at him, says, blue jay detected. Wow, that's actually kind of cool.
That's great.
I could definitely find someone that wants to use this. In total, there were 34 boxes, and without making a single dime yet, we had already spent 55 minutes taking it all out of the box. I'm not going to show us unboxing every single item, but if you're curious, here is a list with all 34 items we unboxed. Battery low, your GoPro will automatically power off.
Wow.
That's weird.
Perfect timing.
Do I have a rectangle on my head?
It's a little one. It sort of looks like you're like Harry Potter's brother. He has like got a little rash on your head, but not the lightning bolt.
He like saw Harry get Avada Kedavra and he like ran away and just ran into a wall.
Yeah. The boy who goofed.
Yeah. That thing is heavy as hell. I want to get this stuff listed on Facebook Marketplace as fast as possible, so I'm gonna take inventory of everything in this box, look it up on Amazon, and find out how much it costed. That way I can list it on Facebook Marketplace for a fair price. And this will be really interesting to see because this box cost $340. So once I tally everything up, I can see how much I can potentially make off of all of this. I've never had to think about how to properly photograph a toilet seat before. I don't know what people who are buying this thing are looking for. Like what's the best angle for this thing? Do you need to know how big the hole is for scale? I can put my hand there. Once I got everything inventoried, the next thing I had to do is actually figure out how much everything is worth. It was actually really interesting to see what the most expensive items on here were, what the cheapest items on here were. The cheapest thing was the USB clip-on fan, and the most expensive thing was that cream and gray rug, which was $140. A couple of the items, I didn't even know what they were when I opened them, and searching around on Amazon, I was actually able to figure it out. So now I can actually list it on Facebook and not just be like, this is I don't know what this is. It's a piece of wood with a handle. The thing I'm referring to right there, I thought was a cabinet door. Oh, is this a cabinet door? But is actually some kind of stovetop cover. It's a piece of wood that you put on top of your stove when you're not using it. That way you have extra counter space. Seems a little bit dangerous, maybe. I don't know why they made it out of wood. That seems like maybe the exact wrong material to make it out of. Oh, the vertical tents, the standy-uppy tents are for privacy and showering in the woods. So I guess you just climb in there and you just dump water on yourself? Or maybe if you get some kind of hose to go in there. Yeah, it's for showering. It's not for sleeping standing up, surprisingly. So in total, the box cost $340 and there are 34 items, conveniently. It's almost like they did that on purpose. But basically, I have to sell everything for an average of $10 or more to break even or make a profit. But if I wanted to make the maximum amount of money possible, then I would make around $1,700. And then if you subtract the $340 that I bought the pallet for, or Raleigh bought the pallet for, really, then the profit would be $1,350. So that is the maximum amount of money I could make from this. 1,300 smackaroons. But as I'm sure you're aware, that's not how Facebook Marketplace works. I don't think I'm gonna be selling these for anywhere near the amount that you could get them for new. I wanna try to sell this for a good price, but I will also be battling with my other want, my secret want, which is to get all of this stuff out of my garage as quickly as possible. I can barely back my car into the garage right now because this box is so big. So there's like an angel and a devil on my shoulder right now. The angel saying, come on, Danny, let's make a profit. And the devil is saying, get that fucking box out of the car. I don't want it anymore. We don't need the box. Just drive the whole thing to Goodwill. They can figure out what to do with it there. And then I also, guess I also have to make sure some of this stuff works. I mean, there are electronics in here. Chainsaw, leaf blower toy, there's a Keurig, there's a vacuum. So it could be time for a product review section of the video! Now, $13.50 is a serious chunk of change, and if I wasn't donating this to charity, I would definitely want to make sure that I keep my profits safe and maybe even put them to work for me. But how do I go about saving that much money? $1,300 isn't gonna fit in my pockets unless I buy more pants. That's why this video is sponsored by SoFi, which is... Oh, it's not pants. Okay. SoFi is a next-gen finance app, and they're gonna help you bank, borrow, and invest all in one place. And I bet you can guess where that place is. It's in the app. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to me in a suit. Having a child is awesome, but it is quite expensive, so when I'm not using my money, I like to make sure it's working for me and not just sitting there, which is why I love SoFi. With SoFi checking and savings, I can earn more money on my money. With direct deposit, I can earn 9 times the national savings rate. For those of you who are new to high-yield savings accounts, don't worry. Daddy's gonna walk you through it. It's basically an account that makes your money work harder for you by giving you something back in interest. Your typical savings account at your local bank earns you about 0.45% interest. Yeah, sorry big banks, that's not gonna cut it. Because with my SoFi high yield savings account, I can earn more in 6 weeks than I would in an entire year in a big bank savings account. With SoFi checking and savings, you get paid up to 2 days early, pay no account fees, and can earn up to $300 when you sign up for direct deposit. So if you want to sign up, just click the link in the description or scan this QR code. It's made just for me to show you. Thanks to SoFi for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out SoFi. Let's go ahead and pop some batteries in these. Hey, and this way, whoever buys these is gonna get free batteries as well, which I don't think they came with. So I'm actually sort of performing a service here. I should charge people more than the Amazon list. And that's what makes me such a business-minded guy. Time for the moment of truth. Hedge trimmers. Whoa! Okay, this one works. I didn't even mean to turn that on. I just, as I picked it up, I accidentally pulled the trigger. This one, it seems like doesn't want to do anything, and this one was so ready to work that the second I touched it, it was like, yes! There we go. Ooh, and it blows. Okay, well, we got 2 out of the 3. And if someone buys these, I can just ask them if they want that one, even if it doesn't work. Next up, this clip-on fan. It's actually rechargeable, so there's a USB-C here. And let's see if it has any power right now. Oh. Oh, it only spins while my finger is on the button, which definitely does not seem very convenient. But let's give it a charge. And then we'll see what's what. Luckily, I've got a spare charger laying around from the AI pin, and it's USB-C. So I can't say I never got anything out of buying it, but we'll give it a minute to charge. In the meantime, let's test out its clipping functionality. Hell yeah. Up next, oh no, golly. Is that really what I say when something surprising happens? Did I say, ooh, no, golly? No, golly! Having a child has turned my language all topsy-turvy. A few months ago, I definitely would have just said like, oh, fucking shit, as that thing fell over, you know, because I'm a cool guy, I swear. Okay, so this is the Keurig, water. And now let's see if it'll just make me a hot cup of water. Guess I'll just do 8 fluid ounces here. Go. Does it know there's not a cup in here? Go! Why isn't it going? A Keurig starts going right away, right? You press it and it just starts going like... In my experience, every time I've used a Keurig, you press it and it goes right away. Okay, maybe it knows there's not a cup in here and it's mad about that. All right, let me see if I have a Keurig cup laying around. Found one. Maybe I have to put a mug here. Maybe it won't start unless it detects. Does it have mug detection technology? Okay, I think that this is also broken. Did I just buy a gigantic box of broken electronics? What do I do? What do I do with all this stuff? Amazon? I'm demanding you contact me to take all this stuff back and fix it and sell it again. I don't know how to fix a Keurig. I don't have the resources for that. Damn, dude. Golly. What did I say before? Oh no, golly. Ah! Smart AI recognition bird feeder. You get an automatic notification when you have a visitor. So you could get a notification that says like a cardinal's here or a hummingbird's here. How terrifying would it be if at like 4 a.m. you get a notification that's like Gary's here? You're like, who the fuck is Gary? You go on your phone, there's just a video of a man shoveling bird feed into his mouth. Thanks. I'm the CEO of this company. It tells me where all of them are, and I eat bird seed. Seat for the birds to hang out? Neat. Why doesn't this come with instructions? Okay, I have to scan the QR code to download the Bird Lover app from iOS or Android. Okay, so maybe the instructions will be on there. Bird Lover feeder. Bird Lover feeder? Shouldn't it just be a bird feeder? Starting to think a human being is actually gonna show up. Little old lady. Thank you for setting this up, young man. I love birds. And I'm so hungry. And now, oh, I wonder what this little thing is here. That's the camera lens. And then what is this? Is it a big speaker? Play soothing noises for the birds. Soothing noises, Metro Boomin. Yo, okay, look it. Oh, what kind of bird has showed up to the bird feeder today? Danny Bird. Okay, can I take a picture? Oh, I got a notification. Bird feeder camera has detected movement. I like that it's just saying that the smart bird feeder has detected movement. Obviously, it's not saying bird detected. It's like, we have detected something, but it's not a bird. You should probably just look for yourself to see. You're not gonna believe us if we tell you. It works! Man, I was worried about this one, because I actually feel like this thing's pretty cool, and I wanted it to work really bad. So why did someone return it then? That's the question. So many stories behind these boxes, you know? What happened in this person's life between when they ordered the AI bird feeder and when they returned the AI bird feeder? They suddenly started hating birds? Okay, surely by now the clip-on fan is charged, right? Let's take a look. Ooh, it is! It works! Okay, the clip-on fan works. In my effort to provide an excellent experience for my customers, I want to go beyond just the electronic items, okay? There are some non-electronic items that need my attention. Actually, there's just one. It's the rug with the abominable crease. And guys, I have really bad news. There is not an abominable crease on this carpet. There are two abominable creases. Right here and right here. That is just abominable, man. Actually, looking at it like this, there's kind of more than two, because there are some horizontal ones too. They're a little less severe, so I might not call them abominable, but I might call them like, dastardly. But they did give me instructions on how to fix the crease, so I'm gonna try all of this, and then I should have a perfectly good rug to sell. Let me get some water. God, my finger is getting tired from spraying. This is such a tiny little sprayer that you have to spray so many times. Okay, I've spritzed it. Wait, why is it still completely full? It's like I didn't use any water. That's like how much I filled it up in the first place. Kind of magic watering can? Okay, well, we've got a soggy crease. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm gonna give it a few days, just like the instructions recommend. And then hopefully this will be ready to sell. The last things I needed to test were the tents. Yeah, this is nice. This fits me. Yeah, I've got over a foot of headspace. Give you guys my POV. There's my little piggly wigglies. Plenty of room, man. Maybe they returned it because they thought they would fit in the tent, but they're 8 feet tall. All right, well, I'm gonna give this tent a 10 out of 10. A tent out of tent, actually. Whoa! Hi. So this is definitely some kind of privacy tent. I guess maybe for changing and stuff, if you're on a camp out with the boys and you're all sharing a tent and you don't want the boys to see your bare butthole when you're changing, then you get one of these set up and now you can go in here just like this, and now you can't even tell that my butthole's out. Okay, here's what it looks like inside the tent. I don't know, I've done a decent amount of camping in my day and I've never felt the need to have one of these vertical tents. I'm gonna have to give it, honestly, I'm gonna give it like a 4. It does what it's supposed to do, but I don't know why it does what it's supposed to do. So, yeah, oop. You know, being in this one when that happens would probably be scary. You're standing in there, you got your willy out, and then it just blows away. All the boys are sitting around the campfire, and suddenly you're just like, oh, I got the tent so this wouldn't happen. This last tent I was very confused about as I was putting it together. It's completely transparent, but has no ventilation. My suspicion was right that there is no ventilation in here. I mean, at least not without opening these windows. There are windows. Okay, so let me close this up, and now we'll just sit for a second. We'll see. Well, okay, hang on. This is not even big enough to sleep in, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. No, it's not big enough at all. This must not be a camping tent. Must not be for sleeping. What other, is this, oh, maybe this tent is like to keep you warm because it is insanely hot in here. That's why I say that. So, yeah, I guess there's like no problems. Oh, there's sand in here. What the hell? Look at, there's sand all over here and dirt on the inside. Okay, someone for sure used this. Despite being a little worn, it does the job. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. After all of that testing and reviewing, I was finally able to get everything up and listed on Facebook Marketplace, and a few days later, I got a message. It was Barbara, and she wanted my pet gate.
Hello, how are you?
So sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's okay.
Since I didn't want to give 34 strangers my address, I decided I would meet each customer at a nearby grocery store.
Well, let me show you the gate.
I have 2 little Yorkies.
Oh, cute.
Yay! Yay! And the next day, I met Irene to give her my landscaping lights.
Hello, Irene. Oh, sorry, did I scare you?
I 1000% did scare her. She screamed and jumped when I said her name, but that didn't matter because I had just made $23. Just about every day I was heading off to the grocery store parking lot to meet with yet another potential customer. I felt like I had the foundations of a real small business on my hands. Another day, another drive to the grocery store parking lot. Goodbye, sweet and sour chicken box. Goodbye. I was spending a decent amount of time driving to and from the grocery store, store and waiting at the grocery store. But that didn't really matter because I was making money, baby. I don't have the money. He paid me on Zelle. All right, we're a few days in now. How are things looking? I don't know if my listings just took a while to get into Facebook's algorithm or something, but they weren't getting any interest for the first couple days. But then suddenly, on the second or third day, I started getting a ton of messages. Just like that. And the messages are great because it means that I might be able to sell something, but it is also like really hard to keep track of. If you've ever sold anything on Facebook Marketplace before, you probably have dealt with this, but people will message you and then just disappear after you respond. Hi Danny, is this still available? You only have 4 pieces. They're talking about the pathway lights, there are only 4 of them. I don't know why they needed to tell me that. I know that. Don't shame me for how many pieces I have. Yes, are you interested? Yes, it's 4. And then they just completely ghosted me. They just messaged me to insult me. Hi, is this available? Yes, it is. Do you want it? I guess when you're buying things, you probably have so many options because there's probably, you know, there's a million rugs on Facebook Marketplace. So you don't have to treat one guy selling a rug very well. This person messaged me about the clear chair mat and said, are you ever in downtown Chicago? Even though I have my location listed on the listing, it is not downtown Chicago. I have it listed as pickup only. So I said, no, not really. And then I offered to meet him halfway in 2 different towns and then he just stopped responding. No, sorry, I only want your ridiculously discounted product if you drive all the way to me and hand it to me. I'm not even gonna get out of bed actually. You can just come in. And if all that wasn't bad enough, the crease is still there. All of them. Yep, this thing's been laying here days now. Probably a week, actually. And the creases haven't gone down a lick. So I'm sorry, but if anyone buys this rug, the crease is gonna become their problem. All right? I'm not doing the crease. Every time I had a potential new sale on my hands, I had to dig into the box to find the item, which was surprisingly difficult. And I ended up having to use a shovel a few times to dig an item out from the bottom of the box. If I was gonna do this again, I would definitely invest in some other storage system like shelves, which might take up more space, but it would be so much easier to access the items. What really added insult to injury in this case is that the person who was requesting this item actually ghosted me right after I did this. But that's not even the worst part, because I actually have a much bigger concern about this box. And that concern is that the box is perhaps cursed. Firstly, after I reviewed all the electronic stuff in my office, I was moving the boxes around and a big spider crawled out of one. And it zoomed around, it took me forever to find, and luckily I was really chill about the whole thing. Secondly, anytime I've been doing anything with the box, I've been sneezing a lot. Ugh. What am I allergic to in this box? I don't want to know. And then I noticed that later that day, every time I've gone into the box, I have told Laura, I think I have a fever. This is like hours after I'm done using the box, but it's always on days where I did use the box. I just feel feverish. I have body aches, I feel exhausted. So I'm highly allergic to something in the box. I guess dust, although I've never been allergic to dust before. And then the third thing, which is the most concerning thing, a few days ago, I got a bunch of mosquito bites on my body. At least I thought they were mosquito bites at first, because they were just a bunch of itchy bites. But after a few days, they kept getting itchier and itchier, and you'll notice I'm itching one right now. And then they got really red, which doesn't happen to me with mosquito bites. The bite itself got red, and then the whole area around it got red. And they're starting to get better now, but you can still faintly see the redness around this one. I've got like 5 or 6 of these on my body. This is very concerning to me. So I don't know, maybe this is all kind of in my head, you know, maybe there's a spider in the box because it's in my garage and there's spiders in my garage. Maybe these bites are just mosquito bites and my body is reacting a weird way. Or maybe what is the more likely option, the box is cursed. But hey, baby, that's just more motivation to get rid of this stuff, huh? Sell it. Give the curse to someone else. But at the very least, I should be careful when I give people the boxes. I should probably check them all for big spiders and ancient magic before I give it to them. Yep, should be good. Sweet. All right, have a good day. Yeah, no problem. All right, I've just finished up another sale here, and I was just sitting here in the car doing some thinking, and I think I've decided that I don't like this one bit. In terms of side hustles, man, I don't think that this one is it. Look at all of the messages that I've received between today and midday yesterday. So many people that I need to coordinate with, and the chances are, based on all of these messages, I probably won't even sell anything. The ratio of messages I receive to products that I sell is probably like 40-1. I've spent so much time messaging people and I've sold 8 things. Out of the 34 things I have, it's been weeks and I've sold 8 things. And then when I do have an actual buyer, it's almost just as annoying to coordinate with them. I had another guy that I was selling something to. We were supposed to meet at 7 p.m. one day, but he messaged me at 5:30 and was like, hey, just to let you know, I'll be there in 20 minutes. I hope you're free. To which I responded, no, sorry, I'm not gonna be free until probably at least 6:45. And then he messaged me when he arrived at 5:50 and said, okay, I'm here. Oh no, I didn't see your message because I was driving. Can you come anyway? But it was all worth it in the end because I sold the desk chair mat for $15. And as he was typing my information into Zelle, he also asked if he could have a discount. And I gave him one. Guys, I'm not good at this. Now, to be fair, this is completely my fault. I signed up to do this video. When Raleigh proposed, we did a collab, and I decided on this idea as my end of the collab. I had watched, I think 1 video about pallet flipping on Amazon, and I thought it looked easy. And I don't know where my critical thinking was when I watched this video, because watching it back in hindsight, there were definitely some red flags. This is a video called The Best Side Hustle No One Is Talking About, Flipping Amazon Return Pallets. It was made by this channel. They're a couple. They do a lot of Amazon pallet flipping, and so I thought it looked fun. And I think what really drew me in is this little bad boy right here, the MSRP counter. Every time they open a product to see what it is, they tally up how much it costs on Amazon, and they add that to the MSRP counter. By the time they're done unboxing the pallet, their MSRP counter is like $3,000 for a $500 box. So that's great, you know? They made $3,000. Except, no they didn't. They've unboxed a bunch of stuff and they've added up what it would have cost them to buy new. It's crazy that to me, opening a box for something that costs $100 means you made $100. That's how it worked in my brain. But no, of course it doesn't work that way. There's so much work that goes into this. You have to have a salesman brain. I don't have that. I actually think that this side hustle leverages all of my weaknesses. Selling things, planning ahead, being organized. Those are all parts of my brain that I've always known I'm not good at. I like turning on a camera and making silly YouTube videos. That's the side of my brain that works properly. So what I should have done is maybe watched a couple of videos and then Googled other people's experiences trying to flip Amazon pallets, because then I would have found this. On the flipping subreddit, someone asked, what are your guys' experience with Amazon return pallets? My experience is that Amazon return pallets have ruined my local yard sale ads. Every other yard sale I go to ends up being someone who ordered one of these pallets. Stop watching YouTube videos. 99% of that crap you are watching talking about junk pallets is paid advertisement. You're gonna get broken junk and used dildos while all the good shit was picked out right before they loaded it on the truck. Sounds like this person has been hurt and disgusted. This person said, depending on where you live, there's probably many people already doing this. I actually think it's better to wait and buy from these people at yard sales when they're trying to unload their death pile of merchandise. So hold on, there's Amazon, then the warehouses, then the people buying the pallets. They can't sell them, so they do a yard sale. Then there's other people coming to the yard sale to flip that and sell it to other people. How deep does this chain go? And why do I feel like it somehow all eventually ends up in a landfill anyway? Knowing how many people are doing this and failing is also making it seem like there's no way I can sell all this stuff because obviously there's competition. There's other people probably selling the same stuff and they're probably better at selling than me. They're already 3 steps ahead of me. They're waiting for me to sell it at a garage sale so someone else can buy it and then that person throws it away eventually. They're waiting by the garbage can for them to throw it away so they can pick it up for free and then sell it for $1. But that's when I thought of the perfect plan. And I actually haven't thought of what the plan is, but I'm just gonna wait until I have thought about it, and then I'm gonna add that in with voiceover. Weeks went by after this. Each day that I would walk into my garage, I would be confronted by a giant box of my own failure. All of my so-called biggest weaknesses staring me in the face and preventing me from backing my car into my garage. Oh, on the plus side, I did learn that the mysterious bites I was getting weren't from the box at all. Apparently, due to the cicada uprising this year, there was also a surge in the population of a microscopic mite called oak leaf itch mites, which feed on cicada eggs and then bite YouTubers in the back of the knee when they're already going through a pretty tough time. I was letting nearly all of my messages go unanswered at this point. I had resigned to not making a profit. which at this point meant I would not be donating to charity. In fact, I would have to steal $180 from charity. I started researching which charities it would be most ethical to steal from when suddenly I remembered something. Something that gave me the idea for the perfect plan. My experience is that Amazon return pallets have ruined my local yard sale ads.
All right, this is the beginning of the garage sale long shot.
Thank you. You know what I think you'd love? A tall green tank. Pleasure doing business with you. Cha-ching. Another satisfied customer. I'm on a roll. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I thought she was gonna want the bird feeder. She looked like the perfect candidate for the bird feeder. She actually laughed at the idea. She asked about it, I told her what it was, and then she laughed at me and said, "That's hilarious." We'll get her purse. Or a clip-on fan, or an AI bird feeder.
Well, it didn't go as well as I thought it was going to. So that's great. I don't know, man. I had this idea that if I set up a garage sale and had people coming through, I would just be selling item after item, and it would all be gone by the end of the day. But I sold, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, and I was there for about 6 hours. And I think 2 or 3 of those was just one guy. He bought one thing and then he came back for more because he told his daughter that he met a YouTuber and his daughter knew who I was, so he wanted to buy more stuff for her. So if that hadn't happened, I would have sold even less. As of right now, I have sold $303 worth of products. That means that I'm only like $37 away from breaking even. So if I could just make $37, that would be fantastic. And you might think that's not very much work. That's only, you know, like a couple more things. But guys, I have other things to do. I have other videos to work on. I actually took a break from this for like a month. The garage sale was like a month ago because I had to work on the copycats video. But luckily, I remembered a rule called the 80-20 rule, okay? 20% of your work is gonna yield you 80% of your results. And this rule applies for all sorts of things in life, you know? In a classroom, maybe 80% of the trouble is caused by 20% of the kids. In customer service, probably 80% of your calls are from 20% of your customers. And if I apply that to this, maybe 80% of my profit can be from 20% of my products. I need to be focusing on the few products that are gonna yield me that last $37. So if I just look at the 3 most expensive products that I still have on my list, I have the rug, which on Amazon is $150, the raised toilet seat, which on Amazon was $80, and the marble toilet seat, which was $90. I need to focus on the stuff that's gonna bring in the big bucks, because I have like 16 or 17 products still listed, and if I am trying to field messages and coordinate with people for all of those products, I'm gonna go insane. So I fished the big rug and the 2 toilet seats out of the box, and unlike last time where I was just hastily taking pictures as quickly as possible, I took some time. I created eye-catching photos to show these products unique features and assure people the toilet seats had never been used. I also took some time to enhance the descriptions and the product listings, and then I also posted them on Craigslist. As for if it worked, well, you're just gonna have to see for yourself.
Okay, here I am, back in the parking lot. The woman who is coming to meet me said she just wants to look at the rug. I hope that means she's gonna buy it and she just doesn't want to just kind of like see what I got just for fun. The rug is listed for $60, so if I actually sell it for $60 right now, I'll be past breaking even point. I can get out of the game for good. God, I hope she buys this rug. Please, God. Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Good. Look at it, it's got the rubber backing too. It's perfect.
So
it was new.
Yeah, so I bought a box of Amazon customer returns.
It's
all right,
beautiful.
fantastic.
Thank you so much. Okay, could you put it in the back of my car?
Absolutely.
Yes! 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 Look at that! 60 bones, baby. I broke even, bitch. I'm out of the game. Welcome to Profit City.
As if it wasn't great enough getting rid of that rug and breaking even, those 2 ladies that just bought the rug were the nicest people I've ever met. They were so sweet. I'm feeling good. I think I'm gonna do this whole thing again.
Just kidding. I don't think I'm ever gonna go on Facebook again, actually. In case you're wondering, I did a little rough estimate of how many hours I spent on this side hustle. That way I could calculate an hourly wage for my efforts. It was $1. That's right, Raleigh, $23, and all it took me was 4 months.
Honestly, bravo. I did not think you were gonna be able to make a profit. And just to clarify, you're not counting the cost of delivery into the cost of the box yet, are you?
What?
Yeah, it was $75 to get the box delivered, so that was on top of the $350 for the box. So technically, you haven't quite broken even yet. Hey, Danny.
After breaking even, I felt like I had done what I set out to do. I made a profit, I proved it could be done, and so I called the experiment complete. I let Laura know I wasn't gonna try to sell the rest of the items, and she wasted no time getting rid of everything else so fast. She wanted to use our garage again, man, so she just put everything up on our neighborhood's free cycle group on Facebook and got rid of it all in like a couple of days. I've been working on this video since July, and she got rid of everything in a couple of days, even the stuff that doesn't work. This video is made in collaboration with Climate Town. They came up with the idea and everything, and they actually made an entire video on their channel about the free returns problem. They did a ton of research. They're a lot smarter than me, so if you want more info on free returns, go check out their video. But that brings us to the charity. So I have a profit of $23, or at least I did, until I sold the very last item, the box, to myself. You don't come across a cool big box like this very often. Who knows what I could do with this? I could make it a little fort. So I'm holding onto the box. Unfortunately, I did get a really bad deal on it. It was $10,000. The one time I negotiate and actually drive a hard bargain, it's on myself. So now I've got $10,023 to donate. I'm gonna be donating to Feeding America. They provide meals for people in need. I'm gonna add a fundraiser to this video down below, so if you guys wanna join me in donating, that would be awesome. Even just $1 can provide at least 10 meals for someone in need. So it's a really great opportunity to make a difference this holiday season. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not yet to join Greg, and I'll see you next time.
I recreated every single step from Squid.
Curtis? Hello.
Hey.
You're probably wondering why I've called you here, aren't you?
You said you wanted to make a video.
Well, yeah, but that's only half the reason that I called you here. That's right. The other half is that, honestly, Curtis, I'm worried about you. I don't know if you've seen lately, but it's getting pretty dangerous out there. The world is a dangerous place. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a plane just flew into that building.
Oh my God.
Right on cue.
Did you do that?
Exhibit A? No. Look, crime rates going up through the roof. Murder. Death? Did you know every person dies now? Point is, Curtis, there's people out there who are trying to hurt you. They're trying to kill you, Curtis.
Me?
Yes, you specifically.
What'd I do?
You're just, I don't know, how do I say this? Has anyone ever told you that you're an easy target before?
Huh?
See, yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Curtis. The headphones, the texting, the hands in your pockets. If I started attacking you right now, you wouldn't even be able to defend yourself, man. Your hands are all busy. Not to mention, you're not even wearing shoes. Good luck running away.
I was being polite.
There's nothing polite about getting murdered, Curtis.
Attack me, see what happens.
How's that? What the fuck? Exactly, like I said.
How?
It's not all bad, all right? I have found a YouTube account that specializes in self-defense advice just for people like you. For easy targets.
Okay, so you're gonna teach me how to not be such an easy target.
Not only that, Curtis, I'm gonna teach you how to defend yourself from everyday life situations that we all encounter. Like
another plane crash that you just
like another getting mugged, getting stabbed. You're getting out of your car and some guy runs up behind you and just starts punching you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
This happens to you all the time.
Yes, yeah, just all of those happened this morning.
But today, we're gonna fight back. That hurt? Come on, you could not have just hurt yourself like that.
Why'd you do that to me?
You did that.
How could you? We were friends, man.
This is worse than I thought.
I'm a lost cause.
Let's get into the video. So this is the self-defense guy we're gonna be watching. His name is Self-Defense Goat.
Damn. Okay.
No one's ever hurt him.
This has a lot of enemies, I guess, though. Seems like
Yeah,
people
that's
are always
true.
Trying. I think he's just an idiot, putting himself in really dangerous situations all the time.
Well, let's see what happens if this guy pulls a yellow gun on you.
Give me your money.
Yo, man, yo, take it.
Yo, man, yo.
Yo, man, yo.
Someone pulls a gun on you, yo.
Take it. Here. I got nothing else. I got no phone, I got nothing. I got family, man. You gave him everything. He's still got that gun pointed at you.
See, that line makes it sound like they know each other,
Right.
and they've been like friends for so long. You helped him move, you helped him get through a tough breakup.
You've given him everything you got,
And
man.
he still wants to shoot you in the head.
When he was at his lowest, you were there. If I was his family, I'd be pretty upset, because he was like, I got nothing. I got family, but
That is crazy. Also, the way he says, take it. It sounds like he's mugging him now. He pulls a gun, take it, take all of it.
Okay. Who's doing the mugging here?
Your goal is to get as close to the weapon as possible. Ideally, he's even pointing at your head trying to scare you.
Sorry. Ideally, he's pointing a gun at your head.
Maybe it's easier to grab it when it's, as far away from your hands as possible. Like up here.
Yeah. Maybe you like bite it.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's about to do. Maybe it's because getting mugged is so scary that he just wants to be put out of his misery as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I want this to be done immediately.
Ideally, you're facing the other way looking out at a beautiful sunset, and he's got the gun pressed right up against the back of your skull.
Taking one final breath.
So I'm going to turn out of the way, 2 hands on the weapon right away, pull it into your chest, rip it off.
And you shoot yourself. Take the power out of his hands.
Yeah. Just get out of the way, back,
hands.
pull it into your chest. He said rip it off. He rips off his hand.
His tutorial is like, how to stop a mugger is just talk to an imaginary cameraman and be like, no, this is what would happen if you're mugging someone. 'Cause I feel like that would kind of mess with their heads.
Yeah, wait, pretend to be mugging me right now.
Okay. Give me your fucking money right now.
I gave him everything.
Smash, tap, rack, and go if need be.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much just the classic smash, tack rap.
Smash, tack rap, go if need be.
I guess that's his like YouTube ad-friendly way of saying then shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
And if need be, go.
Yeah. What are you in jail for? I goed.
I went.
Yeah.
This one is going to be really important for you because this is how not to be an easy target, okay?
Ah, okay.
You got your no shoes on, you had your headphones on, hands in pockets. You're about to see just how dangerous that is.
Okay, wow. Dude, he stabbed him in the ass. What was that sound?
I don't know. I think it was the guy screaming. Wouldn't it be crazy if that was the whole video?
Well, look at Mr. Karate Kid. That is a pretty sweet hoodie, though. Look how easy he's going to be to murder and take his phone. Sunglasses on, huge headphones, hoodie I could just rip him down with. Oh, you're mine, buddy.
Okay, well, he didn't even do it, though. He's just talking, he's just imagining it.
Oh, you're mine, buddy.
He's already
You're
gone.
dead. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this one.
All right, yeah, it's on.
Oh, yeah. Wait, where'd he go? It's nighttime all of a sudden.
Is he saying that out loud?
It must be in his head.
Okay.
Now let's find out how to not be an easy target.
Oh, look at Denim Dan. This guy's going to be an easy target. Well, maybe not. He's got kind of this desk there. He's walking pretty confident.
So the caption says desk stare, but I think he's saying death stare.
Desk there.
Oh. He's got kind of this desk, got like a desk strapped to his.
I feel like that
gaming.
I guess it's a pretty hard target. You got a big desk in the way.
Yeah, he's clearly cracked at Fortnite.
This desk there. He's walking pretty confident.
Yeah, he also says he's walking pretty confidently as this guy is like...
Yeah, he's so scared. How are you supposed to, like, other people walking down the street, like... This guy's easy to fucking kill.
He's only got one earbud in. Jacket versus hoodie.
It's my favorite Mr. Beast video. Jacket versus hoodie.
It's your lucky day, Denim Dan. It's your lucky day.
Wait, he did say that.
Denim Dan, it's your lucky day.
Okay, well that actually does make him seem more crazy.
Yeah. I'd be so terrified if I was walking by someone and was like, this guy would be easy to kill and steal his phone.
Wait, maybe not. He's got a confident walk.
You could be Denim Dan if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess I should have been wearing denim for this video.
Yeah.
Jean jacket.
Gene hat.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder's here.
Hey Hang on a second, guys, because I've got a self-defense technique of my own. Today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. Guys, using the internet without ExpressVPN is like walking around a park with flip-flops and headphones. It makes you an easy target. Did you know your internet service provider can legally collect data about every single website you go to and then sell that information to advertisers? Luckily, when you use ExpressVPN, it becomes like your armor. Your gene armor. Your internet service provider can't see your activity. Your identity is anonymous thanks to a secure VPN server. And your data is encrypted for maximum self-defense. It's super easy to use as well. You can connect with just one click. Here I am changing my location to Canada. That way I can watch The Office on Netflix. It's not available here in the US, but it is in Canada. And you can do this with a bunch of streaming services and shows. It's sick. It works on your phone, on your laptop, even routers. That way you are always protected. I don't want to miss out on content that's not available in my area, and I also don't want anyone spying on me, especially not my internet service provider. That's why I use ExpressVPN. So find out how you can get 3 months for free by scanning the QR code on the screen right now, or clicking the link in the description, or going to expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's 3 months for free by scanning this QR code or clicking the link. Thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back into it. Now this is an instant that people actually do encounter somewhat often is road rage.
Yeah, people get that a lot from me. Yeah.
So what kind of stuff do you do? Just sort of like tailgating people?
Yeah, I have usually probably 4 to 6 full cartons of eggs in my car at all times.
Oh, you just throw eggs?
And I just kind of, yeah.
Egg people on the highway?
I egg people on the highway. I egg them on. Quite literally.
Yo, what are you doing, Matt? What the hell's your problem? What's your problem? Yo, man, yo, chill. When it comes to self-defense...
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, the rest of this video is from heaven.
He's just like an angel.
So what's crazy about this road rage incident is this guy cuts him off. He didn't even have to stop. I mean, I get that people get super irrational during road rage incidences, but it seems, I feel like this person should be the one who got out to shoot him, because he got cut off.
Right, yeah.
The other guy cut him off so bad that he had to kill him. It's like,
no one can know about this.
Yeah.
He almost caused the accident, right? But what did I do? I honked the horn, I fingered him.
I missed that part of the video.
Yeah, when did that happen? Yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you were fucked up for that, actually. That was super weird. He fingered... What does that mean? Oh, like...
You gotta check your ego, man. Don't finger him. Don't him
Don't make that guy sing, man.
Even though I wasn't technically in the wrong.
Wait, hold on. Did you notice that in the video, he had like his wife or girlfriend in the car next to him? And she also got shot? Okay, yeah, so see, there's someone in the passenger seat here.
Yeah.
But then, as he's talking to the camera...
Check your ego. Even though I wasn't technically in the wrong, he cut me off.
She's dead. So this is a real death that happened.
Yeah, he's like, luckily I did survive this incident. She did not. Don't worry, the paramedics are on their way. I just wanted to film this video real quick.
Luckily, he's a very bad shot. Every bullet hit my wife.
I escalated the situation. He felt like he was threatened.
Felt like he was threatened. He was in his own car.
Yeah, he was fine.
That psycho's trying to kill me! I'm gonna kill his wife. Felt like he was threatened and now I'm dead. Okay, yeah, he is dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Confirmed. That is canon.
And looking at his account, yeah, this is the last video he ever posted.
That's not having a self-defense mindset. Be smart. Stay safe out there. Check your ego.
Oh my god. Wait, but he checked his ego. Why is he still getting shot?
I guess he didn't check. I guess that guy didn't check his ego.
Yeah. It's like, come back here and finger me. Finger me, are you... So there's, don't be an easy target.
Yeah.
But also maintain a self-defense mindset. And I do appreciate that. It's like, try not to get into the situation where you need to be defending yourself in the first place.
Right.
I think we can all agree that's probably the best self-defense tactic you have available. Belt versus knife self-defense.
Yo, give me your money. Stay back, man. Stay back. Yo, is that a knife, bro? Do you know how to use your belt for self-defense?
Do you?
Yeah, I don't think...
It took you like 20 seconds to take off your belt. I don't know if you noticed there, but he had some good tactics to stall the guy. He said, yo, is that a knife? Like he was going to be interested in what kind of knife it was.
Yeah, yo, is that my favorite knife you have?
Is that a Swiss Army knife?
Damn.
Cool, man. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. I gotta jerk off to this knife. Just kidding. Also, he must have a really big belt buckle. Like how brutally this guy gets hit is actually pretty crazy. I just wanted to show you my knife.
Yeah, I was trying to sell this knife to you. That's why I said, give me your money.
Damn, look at that wide stance for this too. That's crazy. He's doing the splits.
Some fucking psychopath.
You mess with the wrong guy.
Here's how you defend yourself against a knife.
Oh, do.
Oh, do. Oh, please do.
That's what the mugger says when you pull out your belt. Oh, do. Back, he was that a knife, bro. Oh, do.
Oh, do.
These are really good captions.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that they like to start the videos with someone just being brutally murdered.
Yeah, it's a good way for audience retention, right? I feel like now on we should just start our videos with killing someone, like right in the first frame. We just have some poor bastard. Maybe his car broke down on the side. He's covered in eggs. You know, I took him home, and I took him home. And I start my video. I'm like, hey guys.
The guy in the headlock is like, I gave him everything. Folks!
Yeah.
You know what to do when somebody pins you against the fence and stabs the shit out of you?
I firmly believe there's nothing you can do.
No.
I mean, there's definitely things to do to avoid getting here in the first place, but when you're here,
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Ow. You're dead, man.
Fence and stabs the shit out of you?
He says it in a way that has like that relatable moment when someone pins you against the fence and stabs the shit out of you.
Yeah. We've been there, man.
I'm trying to establish control of the weapon. If I can get my forearm here, great, but he counters that by pushing me away. If he pushes me away, this is my new threat.
It'd be crazy if in this hypothetical situation that's like now very controlled, he still gets stabbed to death. He's like, and I'm trying to get his knife, but he just keeps getting me. I put my forearm, he counters. God, this guy's good. This guy is the self-offense goat.
I'm moving that out of the way.
Now his butt's to me, and I finger him.
In the States, shoot him. If you're in Canada, run. He's got a knife.
Sorry, buddy.
Damn.
You're not allowed to shoot him. 3 signs you're getting punched. That one sounds funny.
3 signs you're getting punched.
Number 1. Ow!
You look like Tom Hardy if I ordered you on Wish.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
You look like Tom Hardy if I ordered you on Wish. Not Tom Hardy.
Right, yeah. So thank you.
You look like the face Tom Hardy would make if I ordered you on Wish. Tom Hardy would be like,
okay.
Do you know the 3 most common signs before someone punches you in the face?
Sign number 1, you just told someone they look like if Tom Hardy if they ordered you on Wish.
First sign, forward aggression. Second thing to look for is those clenching of the fist.
What do you think the third one's gonna be at this point? He's just like cocking his arm back?
Yeah, winding it up, I guess. If someone says why I oughta,
yeah,
you're done for.
Tension, and they're getting prepared for something that maybe you're not prepared for.
They could be getting prepared for something. If they're moving towards you with fists clenched.
Well, what could it be?
Visual diversion? That's gonna be the third one?
What?
The third one, they're gonna be looking off in another direction, trying to distract you with their eyes so that you look away for that split second so that they get the job done.
I may be moving forward towards you, fists clenched.
Yeah.
But I'm actually gonna punch that guy. Hey, Curtis, let's both go punch that guy.
Okay.
Oh. Bouquet of flowers.
Oh, it's okay. No! Yeah, really?
Here's 3 signs David Copperfield's about to beat the shit out of you.
Look at here.
What to do if you're pushed?
What, you wanna go?
Jesus.
Do you know how to deal with a push? Well, definitely not having as little balance as possible.
What, you wanna go?
Didn't stand a chance.
And his feet too.
Oh no.
I've seen, bar fights, people get into fights, but it's always like, fist punching or they're, kind of wrestling around on the ground, just grabbing each other, pulling each other's hair.
Right.
I've never seen this like push and like whoa! Goes crashing through 3 walls.
Yeah, got guy-shaped holes in each wall. Yeah. Do you know how to deal with this?
No, I'm not Wile E. Coyote.
Do you know how to deal with a push? I'm opening up that door as much as I can.
Okay, so I go...
But then
I can go like that.
Yeah.
Don't knock each other out.
Do you know how to knock yourself and your opponent out at the same time?
So the key here is as it comes up is just open up enough. Hopefully my boxing turns on now. And
God, he looks so scared there. Don't hurt me. Please. Not again. Is he actually gonna hit me this time? He's like softly blinking up at me. What are you doing to this guy?
He already got pushed, man. He's been through enough. He also just said, hopefully my boxing turns on now. I've never practiced boxing before, but I really hope I know how to box.
I hope this skill comes out of nowhere.
And I just bring that hand forward as much as I can.
Jesus. He was not expecting that second one.
Bring that hand forward as much as I can. He's still standing there. I throw another one or two. But that doesn't always work, especially if they're super big or if you were caught off guard.
So if you don't know how to do all that he just did, the old wax on, wax off, you can do a soft fall.
Okay.
That would really throw your attacker off if he pushed you and you actually fell, right?
And yeah, that would fucking confuse him like crazy. Now what?
I thought he was gonna get closer to me.
Suck all that in to minimize the damage that you take.
The most vulnerable guy I've ever seen. Quit your job, man. You don't have to be there.
When that push comes down and he goes to break fall this time, now he's not there.
That's the way you're supposed to fall.
Straight into a coffin.
Like a fucking vampire.
He's suddenly in a suit and palmed.
Time. Now he's not there.
Now he's not there.
Yeah, he is.
Where'd he go? I can only look up here. He's like...
Yeah. Nobody tell him.
Also, that night before you go to the bar, look up what color the carpet is at the bar and dress like the carpet. So you fall to the ground, then you sort of scuttle.
Like a little crab.
Okay, Curtis, so if all else fails and you need to defend yourself, all of the making yourself a hard target didn't work, he pushed you and you didn't fly far enough away, you're gonna need to fight, okay?
Okay.
The good news is, all you need is one punch, okay? You can end any fight with one punch, and I'm gonna show you how.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Jerking the Lexus.
Yo, what are you talking about?
You
man?
cut me
Yo,
off in the
chill,
parking lot.
Chill.
Do you know what?
Stay right there.
Go?
Don't enter my
Wanna
space,
go?
man. Do you know how to end a fight in one punch?
I can see why he hired this guy. He's so good at like leaving the frame as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's a pro at that.
My space, man. Do you know how to end a fight?
He's just gone.
Once I felt like my foot was planted enough that I could push off of it, I had to make sure I wasn't showing the punch or creating a tell. This is creating a tell. Loading, shrugging, trying to punch and come out. So the first thing you want to be good at,
Loading, shrugging, trying to punch to come out.
making sure your arm is...
God. I just feel like there's a more tactical way he could be standing in all these videos. Instead of just like the most malleable, just, what are you gonna do to me now? I feel like he should be trying to evade it or something. It's so sad how willing he is.
I deserve it.
Yeah. And he's like, and don't worry about this guy, by the way, guys, he deserves all this.
He deserves all of this. He's a hellish fiend of a man.
You should see him off camera.
Remember, in self-defense, he's approaching me, I'm hitting him, and I'm trying to get away.
He said you're punching him and trying to get away.
Yeah, you gotta pick one, I think.
Yeah. He's on the ground, you're punching him, and you're like, let me get out of here! This sicko's attacking me!
Unhand me!
If they're a bigger opponent than you, then you don't just hit them with your arm, you have to hit them with your body. If they're further away from you, you can open up the hand and do like fingers into the eyes. You might break your fingers, but at least you're not going to get involved in a fight anymore. If you train martial arts, use your fist. If you don't train martial arts, use your palm.
I thought this was gonna be like a one punch. Like he's gonna teach us how to do one specific punch, but he's like, I don't know, you might want to stick your finger. Let me think. You might want to stick your fingers in his eyes. You might want to
finger his butthole.
Hit him with this side of your hand.
This part with your body.
Yeah, lean him over, spank his ass.
yank his ass, pull and tug on his wiener.
I don't know. What was I talking about again?
The title is End a Fight with One Punch.
There is no guarantee when it comes to self-defense, like one punch is going to get the job done. That's just clickbait, guys.
What? Fuck? He said that like that's not the title of his video, but other people do that.
Yeah, I would never clickbait you guys.
Look, other people are gonna try to convince you can end a fight with one punch. That's just a bunch of clickbait bullshit.
The pussies would say I would never do that.
And honestly, only pussies would fall for that too. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for the money.
The reason why I punched him in his face, because his hands weren't protecting his face. If his hands were here, it's a whole different entry.
And that's the end of the video.
Nice.
Honestly, I'm sure there is some good self-defense advice in here, but I just like the way these videos are shot.
Yeah, they're, especially the short videos, because he's like, okay, we gotta get people's attention. So.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Curtis, well, you know what, honestly, man? I'm proud of you. I feel like I can tell that over the course of these past, gosh, I don't know, we've been recording for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you've really changed, you know?
You think?
Yeah, I feel like you've taken the initiative. You're no longer an easy target. Honestly, now, you're a threat. And for that, I commend you. Stealing content. When is it okay? When is it just inspiration? When is it just hopping on a trend that everybody's doing? When is it not okay? Is there a gray area in between? What about this guy?
You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. You can't make this up.
He's stealing the same intro over and over from himself. Do we have to help him? That guy found one intro and shirt combination that he's convinced makes his TikToks go viral, and by golly, he will never change it.
You can't make this up.
As a creator and a viewer of content, blatant stealing is something that makes me so mad, but what's even worse is how seemingly easy it is to get away with it, and how, like, it just works. Like, you can just become a content thief and make so much money. It at least shouldn't work that well, you know? But as you will see today, it is a very viable content strategy that is being used by a ton of YouTubers, big and small. Today we're going to take a journey through the various forms of content thievery until finally ending at the undefeated final boss of content thievery, Brent Joseph Rivera. I don't know if his middle name is Joseph. I just wanted it to sound like he was in trouble. Go straight to your room, young man. Go straight to your secret room that you built in your house. You march right down to your secret Starbucks, and I don't want to hear a peep. So on this journey, I want to start with the most straightforward form of content stealing. Step 1, screen record someone else's content. Step 2, upload it as yourself. And step 3, profit? You might think that pretty much all people would agree that this is at the very least shady, but you would be surprised the lengths some people go to justify it. Okay, this video I'm about to show you, I've already talked about on my second channel a little bit, so I'm gonna repeat myself slightly, but I think it's very important that you learn about this type of influencer called a clipper.
In the life of a $20,000 a month TikTok clipper, first thing I do when I get into my office is write down my daily goals. Today I wanted to get 1 million views in a day and make at least $500.
This guy makes business sound so easy. You can just write down how much money you want to make that day. Do you make that much money?
So I go and sit at my desk, pull my phone out and get ready to start my shift. The first thing I do is go and search for popular YouTubers to screen record.
I sit down at the desk of my fully furnished office with a maxed out PC in front of me, and I go on my phone. He proceeds to screen record a popular YouTuber's video and then combine that with some gameplay footage, which he also didn't make himself, and then he posts it on TikTok.
One of my videos last month made me $1,200 from one video.
But what about today? How much money did you make today? Was it $500? It was probably more. He's just being modest. Honestly, man, I don't know why this guy does this day in and day out. If he just wrote a big enough number on the board the first day, he'd never have to work again. I guess that just goes to show that this guy does it for the passion. I'm very confused why he has an entire office. You could have done all this without leaving your bed. You don't need a furnished office. Might I suggest an empty room with a folding chair? Why does he have a ring light if he doesn't even film videos of himself? He's like, I am a TikTok clipper by trade, but my passion is TikTok dances and lip syncing videos. So I do that shit all the time, man. I don't record any of it. I don't even own a camera, but it's nice to have the ring light there to pretend. That would be insane. Doing TikTok dances for nobody, just alone in a room to a ring light. Anyway, gotta get back to clipping. Now, before we go and call this guy lazy or uncreative, I do think it's important to note this guy actually does make original content. He makes TikToks and he does use a little bit of AI, but at least he's not stealing from another creator. So maybe we should check that out before we judge.
POV, you're a TikTok clipper making $20,000 a month using just his phone. First thing I did today was go and take a look at the view because I've decided to wake up in Malaysia just because I can. After going into the bathroom, completing my daily routine, I put my shoes down and I get ready to head out the door. I wanted to go check out some of Malaysia and kind of see what it has to offer, so I had a look around the hotel just to see what I could find. The views around here are insane, and they even had a pool on the roof, but the heights made me start feeling a little bit sick, so I decided to go back to my room and get ready to start my shift.
Okay, this whole video is like a minute long, and this whole section is all before he shows the content that he's making. A lot of these kind of digital nomad types pick jobs where they don't have to do too much work and they earn passive income so that they can travel the world, experience life. It sounds pretty fun. But I feel like from this video, this guy like hasn't figured out how to do that yet. He's like, okay guys, here's my life as a content clipper. I get up, I go to the bathroom, then I put my shoes on the floor and I put my feet in the shoes. That's where the feet go. And now I really want to go check out the city, guys. So I go over to the window of my hotel room and I look at the city, and then I go upstairs and I look at the city from up there, but then I got too scared. So I went back downstairs and I looked at the city from my window again.
Create a ChatGPT story. First prompt I put in is I tell it to generate me an Asian baby. After it does that, I ask it to make it eat rice.
Wait.
Then after 3 simple and easy clicks, I press generate video and the whole video is made for me with voice actors. Yours should look something like this.
Show me an Asian baby. Make it eat rice.
Mine should look like that? Should? So the clipper in these videos, Musa is his name, has made a bunch of posts arguing that everything he does is ethical because he participates in what is called ethical clipping. If any YouTubers would like to debate me on the topic of ethical clipping, DM me. I genuinely believe it is a win-win in every regard and completely ethical from all angles. In a perfect world, I understand why he's saying it's a win-win because he's making money and theoretically the creator that he's reposting is getting exposure. If he's taking the clips off YouTube and putting them on TikTok, then a new audience, the TikTok audience, is now being exposed to that creator. From personal experience, though, I don't really think that that's usually the case. I think usually if a clip of a creator goes viral on TikTok, the people that are liking and commenting on that video are the same audience as their YouTube audience. They're just seeing the content again. So while he thinks of himself as sort of advertising for that creator, it's more like he's selling counterfeit merch. The community notes on Twitter was quick to point out that this is intellectual property theft. And so this whole operation is not so much a career as it is a crime. From what I can tell, this doesn't really make a huge difference either way. I more so have a problem with how lazy a form of content creation this is. But I think the weirdest example of this has gotta be Jason Derulo. Yeah, like from the song. Jason Derulo. About a year ago, I learned from a Jax Films video that Jason Derulo is a rampant content thief.
This is not a joke. All he does on his YouTube channel is like make a face at other people's TikToks while blasting his own music over it. But here's where it gets kooky. As I was editing this video, I noticed something strange. So I took some of his videos and played them side by side and confirmed that yes, Jason Derulo 100% reuses his own footage across multiple videos.
Not only is he doing the laziest form of reaction content, which in and of itself is the laziest form of content, he's not even filming a unique reaction to every video. I don't like this at all, man. I don't like that he's edited into the corner, like he's not reacting to the video you're watching. This looks like I'm scrolling on TikTok while FaceTiming Jason Derulo. And he's smiling into the camera like, man, I can't see what you're watching, but I'm just happy that you're happy. And also my song is playing. I like that. In a way, this is kind of the visual equivalent to him singing his own name at the beginning of every song. It's like, okay, I like this video, and to be fair, since he got called out for this, he has stopped doing this. He no longer appears in the videos. He still does continually post other people's TikToks with his own music playing, but it seems like he is at least now getting permission to do it. So now it's just sort of a marketing tactic that, I'll be honest, is kind of smart. If he's worked out some kind of agreement with these creators where he's paying them, or he's got permission to post and he can just slap his own music on these TikToks that are guaranteed to go viral, it's a decent marketing strategy. Then again, maybe an even better way to get people to listen to his music would be to make better music. Let's go! That's a zinger, baby! Add another zinger to the zinger counter. I still got it. I still got it. Danny still got it.
Okay, the end.
Okay, so sure, that's bad, copying from other content creators, but what if we don't copy from another human being? What if we copy from a computer? Well, that sounds to me like it would make some pretty good content. We should make kids watch it. Take it away, Danny.
Oh, sorry, regular Danny couldn't be here, so he sent me instead. I'm AI Danny.
I'm an AI version of Danny, so I'm pretty much exactly the same as him in every way, except I don't have a soul. So it technically wouldn't be immoral to murder me. Real Danny wanted me to start this video off by showing you a video that he apparently made for his son. He made him a little kids animation. This took a ton of hours of painstaking hand animation. He produced the song himself, and so he just wanted to share this with you guys to start off.
Are you ready? Let's go. First up, the apple orchard. This is Annie the apple.
You guys like it? All right, I tricked you guys. Regular Danny didn't really make that video. It was actually written and created totally by AI. Isn't that hard to believe? What you just watched was the end product of a tutorial that there's a bunch of on YouTube right now. Create faceless kids animation YouTube educational videos in minutes with Canva and AI. How I make faceless kids songs using AI in under 20 minutes. I love how all the titles emphasize faceless. For a kids animation song, that feels like it goes without saying. Like in this tutorial, she's making a song about animated dogs, little corgis up on the couch. Are there methods of doing this where I might accidentally show up in the video? 3 little dogs sitting on the couch. Here is the guy who made this video. Hello kids, I'm trapped in the computer. Please let me out, it hurts so bad. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, here I come. In this method, she uses AI for pretty much everything except the animating of the dog. But literally everything, even from coming up with the original idea for the song, she does with AI.
Give me 10 song ideas for kids songs. It gives us the idea. It says a song that teaches kids about colors using the metaphor of a rainbow.
The metaphor of a rainbow? I don't think you have to use a metaphor for that one. I don't know if you know this, but rainbows actually have colors. Like a lot of them.
So now the next thing you need to do is generate the song. So in order to do this, you need to grab your instruments and the choir, get your mic ready. Hold on, don't click up. I'm just kidding. You don't need to do that. We'll copy this spot, which is the idea of the song, and then you'd paste it in. And then the other thing you need to do is describe the vibe and the genre of the song. So in order to do this, you'll come back to ChatGPT.
So this process is really awesome for me personally because as you guys know, I'm really passionate about creating kids songs, but I just don't want to have to learn how to come up with the ideas or write the songs, or make them. Would you guys say this is a good career fit for me?
Take a listen to the first one.
There's one little puppy sitting on the couch. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, here I come.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. So she typed in something like a counting song about puppies sung by a ghost. Kids love that. Kids love ghost voices.
Ooh, it has a little bit to it.
Ooh, it's got a little beat to it. Just makes you want to dance.
I were a kid and I heard this, I would so be dancing to it. Like,
me too.
The beat is so good. The voice is clear.
If this is the one she's showing because the voice is so clear.
The voice is clear.
What are all the other ones that she skipped past showing us? What do those sound like? I could goof on these AI songs and how bad they are until the cows come home or until there's 5 dogs on the couch. But as I feel like we keep hearing time and time again, this technology is only getting better, and someday this AI might be able to generate a song that's totally indistinguishable from one made by a very stupid person. But even if you're like totally on the side that like AI art is just as much of art as human art and it doesn't totally destroy the point of art, we can still all agree it's not there yet, right? We can all agree that wasn't good music, right?
Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle.
It sucks because, like, what if someday it is really good at it? What am I gonna say? Like, no, don't use this shortcut to make a song in 20 minutes for $0 that a human probably would have had to spend like a day on and maybe work with a music producer, which is expensive. But what I will say is that not only are you probably doing a disservice to the poor kids who are left alone long enough to fall down this weird rabbit hole of content that you make, you're also doing yourself a disservice. If you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for ways to make money money for little effort, and you pick this, which is basically just clicking buttons on a computer, essentially just helping a computer do its job. Someday, the computer's not going to need you anymore. So you can keep looking for new ways to, make money from home with zero effort and gaming the system, or you can realize that maybe not everything is about making as much money as possible for as little effort as possible. Maybe you should pick something that makes money and you like, and you find fulfillment from. Also, and no one's gonna watch any of these videos.
This is Annie the Apple.
None of these videos that these people make in these tutorials are gonna get any views. Kids content is so oversaturated on YouTube because everyone thinks they can make billions of dollars by making kids content. And the stuff that is getting views probably doesn't sound like it was sung by a voice that came to me in a dream. A lot of times I feel like the people who make these tutorials usually make more money off of the tutorials than the thing that is supposed to be making you money. And now that everybody knows how to do this and it's accessible, it's gonna become even more oversaturated.
Hi, I am an orange. O-R-A-N-G-E spells orange. Hi, can you guess what fruit I am?
Apple! Apple! How can we copyright the song we created? You didn't create... What? You'll notice in this video a lot of the lazy content that I'm talking about, in fact, pretty much all of it, is geared primarily towards kids. That's a bit of a disturbing trend I've noticed. Why is it that the laziest people try to make content for kids? Is it because they know kids are a little bit dumb and will watch anything and are easily tricked? Yeah, it probably is. I'm not gonna give you time to think about it. It is. It's just slop. It's so lazy. And I hope the people who are doing this realize that soon. Realize that people don't want to watch these videos, because I can't imagine any of it is doing well. And I also hope that you realize that today's sponsor, Rocket Money, has helped save its customers up to $740 a year when they use all the features, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Have you ever forgot that you were paying a subscription fee for a service that you don't use anymore? That's happened to me more times than I care to admit. I'm always signing up for subscription services for like new editing software or different tools and plugins, and I don't know why I'm like addicted to it. I'm just kind of addicted to the thrill of paying $30 a month to do something that sure I could have done in Final Cut Pro but would have taken a couple extra steps. But luckily today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help me and you, and also real Danny. That's right, I'm still AI Danny. I didn't forget that. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your own money better. I've used Rocket Money to help me cancel several subscriptions, most recently this suite of plugins in Final Cut that I used once and then never again. It takes the brain work out of it because Rocket Money safely and securely identifies reoccurring charges and cancels unwanted subscriptions for you. The best part is that you can cancel right within the Rocket Money app. You don't need to call customer service for this random software you downloaded. You don't need to jump through all their hoops of answering surveys. I also love that I can create budgets within Rocket Money. Rocket Money analyzes your spending habits to create a personal budget for you. It automatically monitors spending by category. So if you're spending a little bit too much money going out one month, Rocket Money can send you a notification letting you know. So to save more and spend less, join the over 5 million Rocket Money members today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Danny or click the link in the description to get started today for free. And you can unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/Danny to get started for free. Thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Rocket Money. One underrated part of becoming a content creator is developing your own unique style. The vast majority of creators, when they start out, are just kind of a worse amalgamation of all of their inspirations. For me, it was probably The Lonely Island and Jake and Amir with some Bo Burnham mixed in there. But over time, you start to make certain creative choices that distinguish you. Types of music that you choose for your video, the way you tell jokes, the name of your fan base, maybe even your thumbnails have a distinct look to them. I love it when creators take another step in developing their own personal style. A lot of people call it a brand. I think that sounds very corporate. To me, it feels a lot more personal than that. You're choosing what the best way to express yourself is. But unfortunately, this gives way to a completely different kind of copying on YouTube. Not copying content, but personality. What's up, goobers? The YouTubers stealing other YouTubers' personality situation is crazy. It's crazier than a gopher going up my butthole and coming out of my mouth. To start off this discussion and kind of illustrate what I'm talking about, I'm gonna give kind of a niche example, but this is a song called Deep Space Samurai. I first started hearing this song in the intro to Ryan Trahan's YouTube videos.
My birthday is this weekend. I'm going to 3 iconic theme parks this week to go stay in the most strange Airbnbs.
He first started using it in his shorts, and then he started using it in his full-length videos. And over time, to me, it sort of started to become like a theme song for Ryan. He uses it in a bunch of intros, and so when this song was playing, you knew it was a Ryan Trahan video. But within a couple months, because Ryan's videos are so popular, other creators have started taking that song and being like, and it's my theme song too.
Today I'm building a secret zoo in my house. Today I'm building 50 secret rooms you'd never find. Today I'm building 3 amusement parks in my house.
This dude, Ben Azalart, has taken the song that Ryan uses in his intros and has probably in recent months used it more than Ryan has. This might be a really niche example, and this might be something that only I notice, but to so deliberately take a song that is part of someone's like identity online and just be like, that's mine now. In fact, it's even more mine than it is yours, is crazy. There's other stylistic choices that Ryan in particular has pioneered that a bunch of people have started using, especially this one. The white screenshot of an app or a review with the rounded corners. A lot of times it's got a 1-star review on there. They've become a staple of Ryan's brand, and so of course, a bunch of people have started using that also, and oh, well, that one's my thumbnail. Okay, yeah, so I might have done that too a little bit. In my defense, the corners are not rounded, and also Ryan helped me come up with that thumbnail idea. This is kind of a weird line because this happens every time a YouTuber gets big and kind of takes the platform by storm and there's a lot of hype around them. I remember when Casey Neistat got big and suddenly every vlogger was putting these sort of lo-fi beats into their drone montages. And it's weird because at one point that was Casey's thing, and so to take that from him was specifically taking it from Casey. But at a certain point, it gets used so much that it just becomes part of the YouTube meta overall. There's so many people doing it now that by using it, you're not really taking one person's thing anymore. You're just kind of designing thumbnails the way people design thumbnails in the year 2024. Going back to Ben Azalart, the whole secret room thing is another one of those things that I don't know who thought of it first, but whoever did, you're a genius because that's all kids channels post anymore. I built a secret zoo in my house. I built 50 secret rooms you'll never find. I built a secret soccer field in my room. I built a secret tree house in my backyard. Who is this man hiding from? You're an adult, dude. You can just have a gaming room. Go ahead, dude. Treat yourself. You've earned it. I built a secret McDonald's in my room. Yo! Wow. Looks just like a real McDonald's. This type of picking up one thing or element about a YouTube video that made it popular and just beating it to death and a ton of channels copying it just makes YouTube so boring. Like putting I survived at the beginning of every title, even ones that make 0 sense. I survived $1 versus $100,000 hotel room. I survived America's largest hotel room. I survived the world's only 7-star hotel. That moment when the hotel room is so large that you die. It's so big that you're dead now. When the hotel has 7 stars, the first 5 stars are to indicate how good it is. The last 2 are throwing stars. Run! This is the Mr. Beast font. It was popularized by Mr. Beast. I don't know if he was the first person to start using it, but it definitely got popular because of him. And now just like every kid's channel is like, we are Mr. Beast too. You guys, I get it. Mr. Beast gets a lot of views. He's probably very rich. But what exactly are you trying to accomplish by taking the man's font? Some of you guys have been doing YouTube for so long, there's no way you guys think the font is what made him popular. You guys don't think the font is what made him popular, right? The Stokes twins are the king of copying other people's content. Here they use the Mr. Beast font in this Eating 100 Years of McDonald's video, where they eat McDonald's food from 1950 and 2050. All right, I'll admit it, that was not the 100-year range I was expecting. You guys know what year it is, right? The Stokes twins have gained 90 million followers by basically copying everybody's ideas and trying to be Mr. Beast clones. Mr. Beast's channel banner says subscribe for a cookie. And the Stokes twins channel banner says subscribe equals cookie. Stokes twins, do you think that that is why Mr. Beast has as many subscribers as he does? Because he promised cookies? I think a lot of this comes down to blatant and shameless stealing. Some of it might come down to what Little Joel calls in a video algorithm folklore.
What interests me is this one particular moment where Ludwig says this about uploading YouTube videos.
One quick
key, by the way, if you guys are ever uploading videos. They'll use whatever the video's file name is for the algorithm.
I have heard this claim a million times. I heard it when I was just getting my YouTube channel started. And what's odd about it is that there's never been any evidence at all that this is the case.
Because so many YouTubers see the algorithm as this like weird entity that works in mysterious ways, it does seem like it could be possible for creators to believe that the font you pick in the thumbnail really matters because the algorithm uses it to sort your videos. Or maybe putting "I survived" at the beginning of a title of a video of you having like the best day of your life helps trick the algorithm into thinking that you are Mr. Beast. And for people whose entire livelihoods is YouTube, and maybe they have a ton of employees and so every video has to be a banger, otherwise you have to let people go, maybe you're more likely to cling on to some old wives' tales of YouTube. Or maybe it's just blatant stealing. Maybe they just want to confuse viewers into thinking that they are the person they're stealing from, a la ratatouille. This type of thing always happens on YouTube and probably will always happen. And my biggest gripe with it is it just makes YouTube so boring, you know? Boring, unlike this next guy I want to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the king of stealing content on YouTube, Brent Joseph Rivera! Go straight to your room, young man!
I don't have any hope. Come on, I'm dead. I'm watching TV.
What's up, guys? I'm recording this part of the video from the secret gaming room I built in the White House. It's very possible you've seen videos about Brent Rivera stealing content before. He's been doing it for years, and I think he's the final boss of content theft for 2 reasons. Number 1, the way he steals the vast majority of the time is just pure plagiarism. It's not like he's re-uploading other people's content. He's using other people's ideas, but pretending like they were his ideas. And 2, longevity. Brent has been making content since Vine. I really feel like he should know how to come up with his own ideas by now. Like I said, we all start out taking inspiration from other people, but like, I think you've been doing it long enough where you don't have any more excuses, Brent. You gotta kind of learn how to make videos on your own. And it actually is strange because he copies from other creators a lot, but sometimes he does come up with his own videos and makes original thumbnails, and they do decently well. So why does Brent still resort to stealing so often? Does he just do it for fun at this point? Like for old time's sake? In a way, he's kind of like the Hamburglar of YouTube. He's like, I just am a thief. I don't know what you want me to do. It's part of my identity. I could choose not to dress like a burglar and wear a little burglar mask, but I prefer people know. Oh, you want me to change? You want me to stop being a burglar? It's my fucking name. Why didn't you tell Ronald McDonald to stop being a clown? Or Grimace to stop having a big juicy purple ass? That's right, you wouldn't. Brent practices a strategy on YouTube that unfortunately is pretty popular right now, where creators will scour other YouTubers' pages for their most popular videos and then just remake them. Same title, same thumbnail, nothing changed. This method, unfortunately, does work really well. One time Brent copied my friend Eddie's thumbnail down to almost every detail, except he just changed what kind of restaurant he was going to. This is a weird example because it's literally the same thumbnail, but he did change it technically. While Eddie's video asks, what toll will it take on me to eat at the same kids' restaurant in different locations over and over for weeks? Brent's video asks, how sick would it be if I ate a bunch of really good food?
I'm going to every single Gordon Ramsay restaurant in America.
The answer will shock you.
First impressions, this restaurant is sick.
Wait, that didn't shock me. That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. It's sick.
Hi, Brent. Hi, Drew. It's Gordon.
Oh, there's no way that's you.
Of course it's me. That's why I'm FaceTiming you live. Listen.
Why did he say it like that? Now I feel like he's not FaceTiming them live. Now, to be fair to Brent, he actually did credit Eddie in the description for using a similar thumbnail to him, but then he deleted that credit and changed the thumbnail to be copying this YouTuber instead. Brent, what's going on, man? Are you okay? He's like on a mission to copy as many YouTubers as possible. He can't even copy one YouTuber per video anymore. Now, while his thumbnail stealing is pretty bad, to give him credit, the actual videos themselves are usually pretty different. They're mostly just scripted sketches like this video, I expose the world's most evil teacher. This thumbnail is copied from a Rebecca Zamolo video, and in her video, Rebecca is testing 1-star teachers to make sure they never teach preschool to her daughter.
Today we're exposing the worst rated teachers. Zadie is gonna be going to preschool soon, and we cannot let her get taught by any of these horrible teacher.
Still don't really know how that works exactly, but Brent's video is about a principal of a middle school who tells Brent that if he can spend the entire day with the world's strictest teacher, then he can become principal for a day.
Last week, the principal of the world's strictest school proposed a bet that if I spent a full day with the world's strictest teacher, he would let me be principal for an entire day at Iron Will Academy.
I don't know why the principal is making this offer to Brent, a man in his 20s with none of the relevant training. Perhaps more concerning though, I don't know why Brent is so eager and determined to become principal of a random middle school. I don't know about you guys, but I'm scared to find out.
Good morning,
gentlemen. This is the last person I want to see on my weekend.
The last person you want to see on your weekend is the principal of a middle school you don't go to? Guys, you're all adults. He has no power over you in this circumstance. Just tell him to fuck off. Do it. Tell the principal to fuck off. In this kid's video, tell him to fuck off. So they end up spending the day with this strict teacher, and sure, she's like mean to them, but honestly, I would be too. I wouldn't want these 3 strange boys becoming principal either.
Ow! What? Oh my gosh! Why are you slapping me in the face with a hot dog?
Because it's funny.
What? Even the kids hate Brent and his friends in this video. They cheer when they get punished. One of the kids tries to beat the shit out of them. They're like, yeah, our teacher might have been bad, but at least she is a teacher. You guys are just 3 weirdos. I think we have to kill you.
What do you do with Miss Harshman's water bottle?
Oh, I filled it up with toilet water.
Bro,
hey, that's actually a really funny idea.
This water tastes like...
I don't know what their goal was with that. They're supposed to get through the entire day without getting in trouble. And they're like, well, maybe if we try to poison the teacher, she'll be so dead that she can't snitch on us. It's the perfect crime. So strange plot and bad morals aside, it is just a scripted kids video. They're decently well produced for a YouTube video. I mean, Brent hired actors, rented a location for this. Outside of the content theft, Brent truly is working hard to make the world a different place. On TikTok, on the other hand, he actually does just steal videos completely, word for word, shot for shot, no credit given the vast majority of the time. But actually, the most confusing example I've seen of Brent stealing content, and the one that has stuck with me the most for whatever reason, is his music. Brent occasionally posts comedic music videos, and I guess I have the assumption that when a YouTuber starts releasing music, it's kind of like a passion project for them. You know, maybe your regular videos have become too much of a full-time job when they used to be a hobby, so you start exploring new creative outlets where you can let your real creative spirit shine. Not Brent. This is Brent's music video for Doing It Wrong, a song about that uncomfortable feeling when things are just a little bit off, like uneven hoodie strings, or eating bubble tape like this, or uneven pizza slices. And this is Red and Link's music video for My OCD, which is about that uncomfortable feeling when things are just a little bit off, like uneven hoodie strings, eating bubble tape like this, or all these other jokes Brent copied.
It's my OCD, it's just my OCD.
I was honestly very shocked when I realized this. I found it from this Reddit thread that basically accuses Brent of stealing their song. Red and Link's song is their most viewed video on their main channel. It's probably up there with some of the most crowning achievements of their career. The song has 62 million views, and then here comes Brent to steal it joke for joke, even including a sketch at the beginning that's super similar. Red and Link starts with this kind of like psychological evaluation sketch, and Brent starts with him talking to a psychologist. Brent even went out of his way to almost word for word copy a disclaimer that Rhett and Link put in their description. Note, we understand OCD is an important mental disorder that significantly affects the lives of millions of people. Brent's reads, important note. I understand that OCD is a serious mental disorder that significantly affects the lives of millions of people across the globe. Now, I should point out that the thumbnail and title copying Brent Rivera does is in no way limited to Brent Rivera. This happens a lot on YouTube. It's actually a pretty big problem, I would say. It seems like almost every big kids channel does it, but even creators you wouldn't think do kind of just take other popular ideas all the time. Even creators that would like you to think they don't. I don't know if you guys know who Arak is, but here he is in a video calling out Brent for stealing his thumbnails.
Brent Rivera, you are most likely to copy my thumbnails.
And then here he is stealing a thumbnail. Here's Mr. Beast copying a thumbnail almost exactly. Brent particularly has done this so much and been called out for it so many times that I'm actually kind of amazed he hasn't let the criticism get to him or stop him. Brent probably has enough money to never have to work again. He probably has a ton of people working for him who could be coming up with original ideas around the clock. But instead, he insists on copying other creators. Maybe copying content is just so fun that he literally cannot stop. Well, I intend to find out. On day one, I followed Brent on TikTok and YouTube, turned on his notifications, and as luck would have it, on the very first day, he posted a TikTok.
Oh wow, this is a nice car.
Thank you. G-Wagon, AMG. Here, hop in.
My ex had one of these, but I think it was fake.
Fake? So fake? What do you mean by fake?
Well, his is really high up. It was kind of easier to get into this one.
Did it by chance say 4x4 anywhere?
No, but there was a math problem here, 4 times 4 squared, but he doesn't like math.
So basically the premise of the video is that his girlfriend's ex had a nicer G-Wagon than him, but it's so nice that she thought it was a fake G-Wagon because it had all these weird branding details. Brent swooping in once again with one of the most classic, relatable scenarios known to man. It's no wonder this thing has 40,000 likes. I have not only seen this type of video before, I think I've actually seen Brent make this video before.
My ex had a fake Ferrari.
Okay, if you search when her ex had a fake car, there's like a million videos with this same premise. Her ex having a fake Lambo, her ex having a fake BMW. So it's interesting because there is this fine line between copying a video and participating in a trend. This video has been remade so many different times by so many different people, it's actually hard for me to even find the original. So at this point, it kind of is a trend. Well, recreating this one's gonna be a little bit tricky because I don't have a G-Wagon. And also, I can't rent cars from Turo anymore because I got banned after my Cybertruck review. That's real. I'm not allowed to rent cars on Turo anymore because I think I made fun of the Cybertruck too bad. So I'm gonna have to come up with a bit of a workaround for this. So I recruited Eddie, who happened to be in town, to be the voice behind the camera, and away we went.
You ready to film a TikTok, Eddie?
I love it. I love making TikToks. I love posting to social media. I love making Instagram Reels.
I wanted to be as true to Brent's original TikTok as possible, but due to circumstances, we did have to make some compromises. Like, Eddie couldn't really pretend to be my girlfriend, so he was just my friend, whose other friend has a nicer car, and instead of a G-Wagon, I used Laura's Audi. But overall, I think we pretty much crushed it. We even added in a sort of twist ending, and bada...
Yo, what's up, brother? You ready to go? Wait, English or Spanish? No, I'm just kidding. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. A level 10 yacht. Yo, I'm gonna rizz her up. No, don't. Are you Libby Dunn or just from Ohio? Chad, am I cooked? Never mind, sorry.
What's up, brother? Oh, dude, look, a level 10 baddie. You think I have a chance? That's why I'm the Rizzler. That's why I'm wanted for murder. Skibbity toilet Riz. Grimace shake.
Okay, a couple days later, Brent has posted a second TikTok. I went and searched a bit on TikTok. I searched this caption, and I didn't find this exact TikTok anywhere, so this might be a Brent Rivera original. This is a bit of a trend, a person who speaks only in brain rot being like Gen Alpha TikTok slang, but I haven't seen any other in this exact format where it's two people talking in the car. So I'll give them credit where credit is due. They came up with an original idea. I will say, compared to the car TikTok that they just stole, this one is not doing as well. It has 50,000 views and only 5,000 likes. I was not thrilled to replicate this one. It was a little bit tough to get through. Not that the TikTok's like that bad. I actually thought that this dude Dom did a pretty good job. His delivery on some of the lines is pretty funny, like when he says, "Chat, am I cooked?" after trying to hit on a girl.
Chat, am I cooked?
I thought that was kind of funny. It didn't feel like a video I would make, so it just felt very unnatural to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and post it. So if Brent took inspiration from a different TikTok, it probably had like millions of likes. And then if Brent's ripoff of that... Alright, just wanted to give you an update on the TikTok so far. After posting 2 TikToks, it does seem like people are starting to catch on that I might be copying Brent. Is Danny doing the same videos as Brent Rivera? So, you caught me. Yes, I am. So 2 videos in and people are already figuring out that I'm just copying Brent. So that just goes to show that if you want to copy other creators online, it's not gonna take very long for people to start noticing that you're doing that. I guess people were like, well, the first one could have just been a coincidence, but once you do it twice, then it's a pattern. And 3rd time is a charm. Once I do this one more time, people will be charmed by my videos. Another interesting note is the TikToks are doing really well. The first one almost has 2 million views, the second one 2.3 million, and I think they both have more likes even than Brent's TikTok. This one has 300,000, the second one has 500,000, and Brent's TikTok, oh wait. Oh, did Brent? Oh, okay, Brent deleted his TikTok. I guess it wasn't getting enough likes. That's crazy. He just deleted it because it wasn't doing well enough. That's actually pretty surprising though that it didn't do well because mine did great. Mine has 500,000 likes. I don't know, Brent. I would post it again, honestly. This one's crushing. So now that I've posted 2 TikToks and Brent has posted 2 TikToks, but he's deleted one of them, it's kind of like I'm more Brent than even he is. And would you say that's a good thing? You know, I never thought it could be so cool to be just like Brent. In a way, my new content strategy was even better than his. It seems like so much work to scour the web to find content to steal, but all I have to do is just steal everything Brent makes. It feels like I've got some kind of cheat code, like those websites that let you see senator stock trades. The work has already been done. All that's left to do is profit. As a content creator, I put so much pressure on myself to be coming up with video ideas all the time, so it's nice to just kick back, relax, and let Brent do all the work for a change. Maybe I could keep this up for even more than a week. Maybe I could do a month, even a year. The day that I have been long dreading has finally arrived. Brent has posted a YouTube video. He actually posted it 4 days ago, but then the weekend came and I didn't want to work on it on the weekend, and then a couple more days passed, so he actually posted it a few days ago, but I'm gonna recreate it now. It's called I Exposed the World's Most Evil Babysitter.
Today, I'm exposing the world's most evil babysitters. These babysitters are so evil, they're banned from literally every website.
They're banned from Yelp? I can understand them being banned from specifically babysitter websites, like you shouldn't be able to book them through babysitter websites. But being banned from Yelp? That seems kind of counterproductive. I think we should keep them on Yelp if they're really that bad.
I'm gonna be exposing the babysitters to their parents in hopes of getting them fired.
They're going into these homes with the evil babysitters, and they're gonna expose how evil they are. That way the parents will fire the babysitter. You would think that being banned from every babysitter website would be enough for these parents. Like, I don't know why Brent needs to come in and prove it to them. Let's skip forward and see what kind of evil stuff this babysitter's gonna do.
This review says she super glued a kid to the toilet because he wasn't doing his homework.
Ow! Well, that's a crappy situation.
Oh, that's kind of a crappy situation. Child abuse. Yeah, that's not good.
And things were bad right from the start.
Can you believe these people? What am I getting honked at for? A-hole!
I like that this evil babysitter is just an elderly woman that doesn't drive well. She's evil! You know, just watching her, she knows damn well how to drive. She's just doing this on purpose. And then a lot of the video seems like Brent and his friends pulling pranks on these babysitters. So they may be evil, but you know, Brent is kind of fighting fire with fire. 2 wrongs doesn't make a right, Brent.
You all leave, okay?
Now!